up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause I'm there for you.
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Now let me see you now drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor then. Now lean nothing. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind, coming to you from the backside of the moon. Looks like I got True Few back here in the background. We got, wait a minute. Gotta have this thing set up right. There we go. We got it. All our little amateur bullshit going on in here. Might as well. What a fucking clown show circus we got going on. I don't know. Let's see who all we got in here tonight. Look at here. We got Mr. Super Sidewinder Heron Song. What's up, darling? We got D-Man. D-Man. We got Eldon Bean is here with us. Peter W. Good to see you guys tonight. Midnight Smokes is here with us too. We got Veronica Joseph. We got Nate X, the original X, not to be confused with the artificial or imitation X. Only the original X will do here on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. That's true. We got Mike Van Dyke. Look at that. That's all one word. So you got to separate it in your mind. And I got a little buzz going on, so it's a little hard to do that with, you know. What do we got? Post anything? Yeah, Joe, man, don't make me do a rebus. Come on, man. I don't want to have to do word puzzles. Y'all, what's up? US Ape is here. We got the Fallen Slaves us all. We got a lot of good people here with us tonight. Who did I miss? Billy Boogie. There's Billy Boogie. Billy Boogie. I think I got just about everybody. I think. Only Up Dudes is here as well. Crystal Shaman. Look at there. I got to go way up here. Way up here. Gordzilla's here with us as well. We got Maurice. We got all these people. Jesus Christ. Look at this thing. 88. Nope. It's just jumped up to 92. Holy crap. Everybody's piling in here, man. So did you see? Look, there's Mike Van Dyke. You know, we should probably censor ourselves on here and welcome Mike Van Beep, because, you know, it might be.
Good morning, my friends.
What's going on, my friend? What's happening?
It's all right, you know. I'm fine.
So we've got a real idiocracy going on right now. Holy shit. Well, are you aware of the UFC fight that's going to take place on Donald Trump's birthday on the White House lawn?
I did not know it was his birthday.
Yeah. June 14th, I think. Yeah, they're going in there and tearing up the lawn, putting in a big fucking UFC stadium, you know, fighting cage and seats and all this other fucking nonsense.
Yeah,
I seen a picture of like some cranes there.
Oh my god, it's going to be terrible. I mean, the place is already tore up like a motherfucker. People right now, you know, there's people that have wanted to go and see Washington, D.C. And there's some really nice sites in D.C. Don't get me wrong. It's an asshole of the world. I mean, if the earth needed an enema, they would stick the hose in D.C. I'm serious. But, you know, there's people, they want to go and see that, and they actually believe in this nonsense and shit. So they go there, and here's all these construction cranes and historical landmarks tore down so this guy can have his little vanity projects and the reflecting pool. And I know what a disappointment it is for the reflecting pool, especially for people that like to take photographs. Having that thing tore up is because I remember we took a trip in I don't know, it was 8th or 9th grade, our civics class, we went to DC on a field trip and we stayed overnight a couple of nights. We went to Ford's Theater, all kinds of shit, you know. And when we were down there where the reflecting pool was drained of water and it was under construction. I have a picture of it. I'll have to scan it and put it on online. But it was under construction. They were fixing it. I don't know exactly what they were doing, but it was really kind of disappointing because I really like to take scenic pictures, and there's this, you know, blight in the middle of what should be a very scenic and serene photograph. You know, so he's got that fucking shit tore up. He's got the West Wing's tore down, and they're putting up some kind of thing that he's not allowed to put up, a ballroom or some shit. Now they got this going on the lawn, and oh fuck, man, come on, y'all. Here's
It's the same here in my country. You know, the government the government is playing some bullshit.
Where are you at? Where are you at?
I'm in Austria.
Austria, okay.
Yeah, and the government, you know, they use the money from the people just to make shit and for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your government's not your government anymore. You're each one of you. Where'd he go? He disconnected. He's backstage, but he doesn't have his devices connected. But the reality is, most of those countries over there, when they joined the European Union, they gave up their sovereignty.
Yep.
They really did. It's the same thing. See, the states in this nation retained their individual sovereignty until Lincoln started reversing that shit. And people were like, nah, we don't want to be part of that. Fuck you. So
I say the United States is the same thing as like the European Union.
It is exactly the same thing. It wasn't modeled that way. See, it started out under the Articles of Confederation, which is an alliance, a unification, but each state still maintains its own sovereignty and has more power than the central government. You see, that's how it's supposed to be. But now every state has become subservient to the federal government, and that's not how it's supposed to be at all. Not at all. There's Mike. Made it back.
Sorry. Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, he disappeared. What happened?
Yeah,
Anyway.
my microphone is shitty. So if I disappear, don't worry. It's my microphone.
Okay. It wasn't like some kind of all of a sudden Austria disappeared.
Oh well, it happened 2 times. It happened.
You can see in the background, this is this monstrosity of shit that they're putting up at the White House.
Well, the Freedom 250 Fight Night cage is being constructed on the White House lawn. If you're unaware, Donald Trump is throwing a UFC cage fight on the White House lawn in honor of America's 250th anniversary. Except it's not going to be thrown on July 4th, America's birthday. For some reason, it's happening on June 14th, Donald Trump's birthday. I wonder why. Surprise, surprise. I mean, of course, it's on his birthday. Do you remember last year when he threw himself a military parade? I'm crossing my fingers that Squeaky Tank shows up this year. So this is a rendering of what it's supposed to look like upon completion. And honestly, I don't think it could get any more tacky than this. Well, maybe if we added some tinsel and some truck nuts. Yeah, that feels right. But don't worry, America. This is being funded completely by the UFC franchise and not the taxpayers. Except it's not, because this is going to cause so much damage to the White House lawn that they're going to have to resod the whole thing, which is going to cost us upwards of $3 million. And the fact that Donald Trump has the lowest approval rating of any living president, including himself from his first term, and, you know, all the fascist stuff that he's doing, you would think that he would reconsider the optics of this, because the optics are just as big of an eyesore as the cage on the White House lawn itself. But you know what? Every day Donald Trump proves one thing, that the movie Idiocracy was just a documentary that was way ahead of its time.
Couch out on the lawn. Yeah, that's next. Come on.
What if they throw a curveball at us and a UFO shows up that night?
Oh, how many people will actually buy that? I mean, every time that's brought up about UFOs anywhere on social media, I hear everybody going, yeah, it'll be holograms. These people are fucking lying to you. There ain't no UFO. So I don't know, man. They can try throwing whatever psyop, but people are getting wise to their game. You know what I'm saying? People are really getting wise to their game.
Yeah.
And you got it. And they've just been fucking with you forever since you can, however far back you want to go, you know? God, this is insane, some of this shit.
It's completely insane. That's the problem, you know. Everywhere in this world, you know, you can see the same shit happening everywhere, you know. If you talk to people in the different countries, they all say this. It's crazy that this is happening.
Well, listen, it's the same fucking group of people doing this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it?
Kind of like this, Saul. It's almost one of those FAFO moments.
What do you mean?
No, fuck around and find out.
Because many people are, they're dying.
We the people are just getting sick of it. And you're right, Mike. Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt y'all. Hey, thanks for having me on. And Saul, but when you give me a moment, I'd like to lay down a couple of things for you, since I was the first one that came on your show with the about, even though that Hubby Bear already knew before me. It's like, dang, I just got the call. But anyway, when your time please you serve, I'll gladly, tell you what I know officially.
Well, go ahead now. That's fine.
Okay, you want to do that? Okay,
sure.
As far as I know, Valley did pass from a heart attack brought on from the stress from the going over the embankment. So there's a lot of stress factors that everybody must put in the thing. But as far as I know, it was a natural cause heart attack. So I just wanted to let everybody know, since I was the first one that came on your show. And I thank you for having me, bro.
Thank you.
Your son's phenomenal, man. He's a whippersnapper, bro. Woo! Ryan's a whippersnapper.
We had a guy a few years back. Well, I guess it's probably been 20 years now. Shit. Don't seem like it. But he was coming up the road here, 340. And right before you come to the bridge to go over the Shenandoah River, he apparently had a heart attack or something, but he completely missed the fucking bridge and went out over the bank into the Shenandoah River and shit. They found him sitting in the truck dead in the middle of the river. They figured he died of a heart attack while he was driving, and then went off the embankment. Truck was sitting right side up. Pickup truck sitting right side up. Him in the driver's seat, just sitting there. And but man, it was something else. It was like, what the fuck? What a way to, that could have been so much worse, something like that happened to you while you're going down the road. And, that could happen. Somebody have a heart attack while you're driving down the road, and for whatever reason, or a stroke or whatnot, and boom, take you and your family or whatever right out there on the highway.
Right.
People realize that's always a danger. That's always a danger.
Yeah, it almost puts it into place, if you think about it, is nobody knows the time or date when you talk to God. I mean, is that what it could be? Think about it.
Very possible. Well, thanks
for
that.
Throwing a little bit out
there. Yeah, you remember what I was saying? Everywhere you look, it's the same fucking people underneath everything, right? And this is how they get away with it. Check this out. Oops. You know what? I have to do a different thing. I forgot about this again. When I switch tabs, if I don't do this, I fuck myself. Here's what happens. So I have to do this, then this.
You know, everybody's been in one of those situations, Saul, where everybody fucked themselves somewhere. You know, even though they didn't mean to, it's like the wrong place at the wrong time. You know.
Well, yeah. Look at I didn't when I fell off that truck. I had no intention of that happening at all that day. Right. I had no intention, and that could have been so much worse. Right. But as it is now, it's laid me up for 3 fucking weeks. You know, I mean, I never intended on any of that shit, you know, but there it is. There's always a possibility, some kind of a circumstance that you didn't count on.
Well, it's just like, I got you now. I was in Texas. I'm sorry, I'm delayed. But anyway, I was in Texas, and I did the same kind of thing, like probably 35 years ago. And I was on a motorcycle, and it rained. It was kind of sprinkling a little bit around the corner, but they got these dips in Texas to drain the water right in between the roads. I hit it, and there was a bunch of sand in there, and it went sideways. Man, I wasn't even going 5 or 6 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 around the corner, and I hit that dip, and the front wheel slid, and the bike landed on my knee.
Oh.
I wasn't able to walk for like 3 weeks, just like you. But and I was younger at the time. But I realized that, you know what, since I haven't rode a bike, you know, this is one thing I just don't do. I will never do that again.
Yeah. You learn from mistakes. What do they say? Experience keeps a dear school, but a fool shall learn from no other. And they do refer to us as a ship of fools, you know, and they've made us that way a lot, in a lot of senses, unwittingly. You know, it's like what you brought up with. That's why I thought this was pretty interesting. Where does this word come from? Where does this word anti-Semitism come from? And why are so many, well, not so much anymore, but why does it work so easily to get people to shut the fuck up when they're criticizing a group of people or even a country? You know, that's what you got to wonder. Why is this how did this become such a powerful word?
The Jewish writer Moritz Steinschneider invented the term anti-Semitic in 1860. The term would be used to silence all those that dared to expose Jewish crimes. Because of the predominantly Jewish character of the regime, the very first piece of legislation approved by the communist regime was the Anti-Semitism Act in 1917. Anti-Semitism was made a capital crime. An anti-communist was regarded as an anti-Semite. Leon Trotsky also started using the word racist to browbeat all dissenters of the communist ideology and to render debate impossible. These words are used still to this day to bully any politically incorrect person into silence. Even more now than ever, they're trying to make it punishable to question or criticize their actions by calling it hate speech, fake news, or anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitism is used as a great blockade. When somebody's called an anti-Semite, it's usually because they've asked some question or made some comment about Jewish behavior in some way, shape, or form. And because Jews don't want to discuss that behavior, they call you an anti-Semite for daring to question that Jews do anything bad ever. That's really why it is used. Anytime you say something about Jews, Zionists, Israel, anything with a tangent to Jews that is in a negative light, you're going to be called an anti-Semite by the Jews, because this is the defense mechanism that they use to cover up their crimes and to prevent analysis of the criminal action that has happened, which so very often leads to a Jewish perpetrator. The Jewish philosophy is, how did Franz Seiler describe it the other day? It is an excuse to commit crimes. That's all it is. You put all your morals aside and you can do anything. That's the Jewish philosophy. And of course, the other part of it for the people who actually are Jewish and following the dictates of the Talmud believe that they are better than everybody else, and they act accordingly, and we see the horror in the world that is generated by that insanity.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. And it's just used as a tool to shut people up, and it's not working anymore. It's not. It just isn't. It's like
Right.
I said before. The leading cause of anti-Semitism is Jewish behavior. Look
Our
at there.
Constitution doesn't align with theirs, so we have a right to address our government if they are committing fraud, right?
Right, but what's
Against
that
the
going to
people?
do? We address them. They're addressing them now. What good does that do? No justice
Nothing.
is served. It doesn't stop. You get Rand Paul up there arguing with Fauci about a bunch of bullshit. Nothing ever comes about from it. You get Kash Patel up there in front of a committee and he tells you a bunch of bullshit that Epstein never trafficked to nobody. They couldn't find no evidence of it. And they say, well, look here, you lied, da 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 da. Nothing comes about from it. The bottom line is they don't give a fuck. And your Constitution don't fucking matter anymore. You know why? Because your government, your entire government, all the way down, every goddamn socioeconomic facet of your life has been taken over by slight 2% of the fucking population through nepotism and dishonest practices. This is where we're at. So there's no voting your way out of it. You can go out there and march around with a sign and redress your grievances. They don't fucking care.
Well, I filed something recently in a court case for my brother. It showed him case law. So hopefully, we're challenging it. He's challenging it anyway. I'm not in trouble. But yeah, he's challenging it 100%. I showed him case law in the filing. Challengers crap. So yeah, some of us has got to stand up, brother.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying don't stand up.
And we're not mortars. We're not mortars,
it-
that's for sure. Just remember that I'm telling you.
Yeah, but there again, there's another one that's taken over by the same tribe of people, the judiciary. You see, who've cleverly placed this veneer of uniform commercial code over the Constitution. So they don't really give a fuck about your Constitution in court unless you.
Well, it ain't Constitution, it's law facts.
You have
case
to
law that I presented. So
yeah, but you have to establish your common law rights.
yeah,
You
well, that's what we established.
That's shit.
That's what we went to establish. That's what he went to, and that's what we filed, establishing Constitution. It's got to be any kind of statute doesn't stand unless it's named. The people, and it doesn't have your name on it, so it doesn't apply to you. It only applies to the people that are under their domain.
The judiciary.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I'm just saying, that case filed. All you can do is, it's like this. For a misdemeanor, they want to throw him in jail without a victim, and I applied that major in the filing. So, without a victim, there's no criminal. Statutes don't stand.
Right. Well, yeah, that's why I say you have to establish common law right off the bat. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Let me know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If we don't do it, if nobody challenges shit, we're never going to get nothing done. That's the program.
We ain't going to get anything
once we
done
all
anyway. Look.
Well, if millions and millions of people.
Hold on a second. Listen to me. You're never going to beat the system with the system.
Exactly.
It's rigged. And it's not in your favor. You can't beat the system. The house always wins. It's a fucking casino, bro.
That's what I try to tell my people all the time. What the politics made, you cannot defeat with politics.
No.
We have to do this. The
Yep.
people. You cannot change something what was made bad from these people. You have to make it for yourself.
Yep.
Well, they got to show case law that challenges the facts. So,
sure.
And if they can't show that, then, well,
yeah, they got all their cards for themselves, of course. But
Deck is
we are
stacked.
just waking up. We are just waking up. We are the first ones who are waking up to this scam.
Yeah. Well, anybody else that was woke up to it back, before, was immediately back down into the dirt with this anti-Semite bullshit. See,
but
because
we got
when you tear it all down and you look, man, there again, one of your countrymen, a little painter, a painter from your country, turned out to be fucking right, man.
But we got internet now, Now we can talk to each other.
Sure.
Before it wasn't possible like this,
No, this is amazing. That's why I say it's a double-edged sword. But look, they've conveniently found a way to gather dissidents together. Here we are.
We are. Nice to see you. Hi, guys.
Well, they're keeping track. I don't care. Which reminds me, shout out to my agent. Tell me what's going on, man.
What's up? Just another day in chemtrail country.
They hitting you hard over there?
I wish to see the one I got.
Hitting all of us.
It's been raining like a motherfucker here for the last 2 days, 3 days.
That's what I mean.
It's been raining here for a week.
But maybe, I bet you the weather will be perfect for the UFC fight at the White House. June 14th.
Is that in the ballroom?
No, it's out on the lawn. They're constructing this big, huge UFC arena right now. Let me see here. I got a picture of it someplace. Somewhere in here. Oh,
hey, by the way, hey Cubby, how you doing, bro?
There. Hey, how's it going, man?
It's quite the eyesore.
You just passed it up a minute ago.
I am hanging in here like a hair in a biscuit.
This is yeah, you guys probably a lot of you missed this one.
Keep going right there.
Yeah. There's what it looks like out there. I'll play this again. A lot of people weren't here before.
Well, the Freedom 250 Fight Night cage is being constructed on the White House lawn. If you're unaware, Donald Trump is throwing a UFC cage fight on the White House lawn in honor of America's 250th anniversary. Except it's not going to be thrown on July 4th, America's birthday. For some reason, it's happening on June 14th, Donald Trump's birthday. I wonder why. Surprise, surprise. I mean, of course, it's on his birthday. Do you remember last year when he threw himself a military parade? I'm crossing my fingers that Squeaky Tank shows up this year. So this is a rendering of what it's supposed to look like upon completion. And honestly, I don't think it could get any more tacky than this. Well, maybe if we added some tinsel and some truck nuts. Yeah, that feels right. But don't worry, America. This is being funded completely by the UFC franchise and not the taxpayers. Except it's not, because this is going to cause so much damage to the White House lawn that they're going to have to resod the whole thing, which is going to cost us upwards of $3 million. And the fact that Donald Trump has the lowest approval rating of any living president, including himself from his first term, and, all the fascist stuff that he's doing, you would think that he would reconsider the optics of this, because the optics are just as big of an eyesore as the cage on the White House lawn itself. But you know what? Every day Donald Trump proves one thing, that the movie Idiocracy was just a documentary that was way ahead of its time.
How true. It's very true.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is some shit, man, that's coming out. And yeah, we do live in idiocracy. Listen to this blonde. She's going to give you some cooking tips. And unfortunately, this is real.
This is how to make your salt at home taste better and give it a little more flavor. So what I do is I just pour a little bit of salt that I have in a big container into this like that. And I just normally measure with my eyes, not physically, but mentally. And then I take some table salt, and all you're going to do is just put a couple little dashes of it in there like that, not too much. And what this is going to do is when the flavors combine, it's going to give it a really nice zest, and it's going to taste great on whatever you put it on. Sometimes I pick up notes of maybe some smokiness, and even it can burn my tongue a little bit. So good luck. Let me know if you use this on your foods.
Where did you even find that?
Hey, listen, my friend Constance, Dave, you remember her from when we was in Vegas, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Flat earther girl. She is Victoria's Salt. Okay. And what they're really lying about, they tell you, oh, too much salt for you. You know, gentlemen, salt used to be more expensive than gold.
Yeah.
You know why? Because in the desert, gold don't save you. Salt purifies your meat. You pack it around it, right? Pack salt around meat. And it's good for a long, long time across the desert.
You mean preserved?
So
But I
once
got
they
what you're
fuck
saying.
around, they'll find out. That's all I'm saying, gentlemen. I'm a country boy. So,
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her in a while. Victoria Salt.
yeah, I know. I haven't seen her in a while. But she was in the place and she was talking about that salt.
Yeah.
Salt's good for the body.
Sure. Well, you're electric. You're electrical. You need those metals in your body. There's other biosalts, not just NaCl, that you need as well in your body. That unfortunately we just don't seem to get out of our foods. You can get biosalts, and I'll tell you what, it does. It does help. It does help.
That's why they call it grounding.
What is that noise?
Oh, it's my highway.
Anyway, check out this dude's neck, man.
That's a real grave. How a nigga neck look like that on Geo?
Poor guy.
Damn, can't fall? Oh, yeah, you look like the nigga off Fantastic Four. Stretch Elastic Man looking.
He was made for telephones.
God, did his neck like become that way from watching on a phone all the time, or is he like
Younger generations are gonna end up looking like
Looks
that.
like
Though.
he could be on some kind of hallucinate. I don't know.
He might be. I don't know, man.
You know, sometimes I see people I never seen before. You know, like they're different. You know, they. You know.
Yeah, the Elephant Man.
like this guy. It's crazy.
It's like, some of that shit, it's like when I was a kid, you were told not to stare at something like that. But now it's so commonplace, I don't even know what to fucking do. You see somebody and it's like, all I can think to myself, like back when Walmart was open 24 hours, man, if you'd go there late at night, holy shit, man. I used to you had to buy a ticket to go see shit like that.
It's because nothing's off limits anymore with social media. Anything's on the menu. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no real like.
It's like I remember in 1991. I mean to interrupt you there, Cubby.
That's
But
right,
in 1991, man, I was down in Galveston, Texas, right on the flat water. Oh, it's flat as fuck down there. Anywhere on the water, and We saw 3 different, what do they call them? Not dust devils or tornadoes, but yeah, right, Saul. And you know, it's the craziest thing when you see that, and it's offshore, and things are spiraling up, and things start going at you. Should have seen it, man. It was chunking. Here's what it was chunking out of the center of it. This is what I physically. This is how close I was to it on the water. It was chunking tar balls because down in Tech City there's a shitload of refineries, right? And it was throwing mud balls and fish. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. And the dog was going crazy. My ex, she was like, "Oh, what the hell?" I was like, "Well, it's out there to see. It's flat level on the surface, not affecting us, you know." And it's just something I saw. I just wanted to let you know. Sorry to interrupt everybody.
No, it's okay. You know, since like all this shit happened, you know, with Corona and all something happened with the people, you know. The people are not the same anymore. That's what I see.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
there's definitely been a
they
change in
gap,
people.
and now they're completely different. You know, some even in my family, you know.
Yeah, there's been a lot of reports that people are just not the same as they were before the shot.
Yeah, don't take the jibby jabber ever.
Well, if you have to tell people that at this point in time, they're not worth to save. I mean, for real. I mean, that's like, you know, do I really want to have to carry stupid people?
There is
No,
a new plan.
I don't. That's what's
Y'all
wrong
seen
with
that,
our
right?
fucking society right now, is that we have to carry stupid people.
The thing is,
people have to gear everything down to the dumbest fucking kid in the class, you see.
people have been taking the jab for a long time. They just hijacked the flu, you know. So you
Yeah.
just got the flu shot. It was the COVID shot back then, just a little more potent. But anyway, we're not going to go off on
It was
that.
a
I'm just saying.
different type of thing too. Totally
Yeah.
different type of thing. It was that RNA bullshit. See,
Yeah.
you
But
got
you can
patented. You got patented. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's
Days
sad.
after Trump
sad to see.
announced that Iran and the United States were closing in on a peace deal, the United States strikes Iran. So the obvious question would be, is Trump sabotaging these ceasefire deals on purpose, or is there something more sinister afoot? So after it was announced that this ceasefire deal is finally coming to its conclusion, the United States attacks southern Iran in self-defense. Navy Captain Hawkins says it was to protect our troops from the threats posed by Iranian forces. Because everybody knows it's actually Iran known for violating ceasefire deals, not the United States. Now, obviously, Iran threatened to retaliate and said this is going to put a strain on the current peace negotiations. And I'm not exactly sure what other outcome Trump expected. Oh, what's this over here? Once again, Netanyahu threatening to continue striking Lebanon, despite the fact he knows that one of the tenets of any ceasefire deal with Iran would mean that Israel would have to stop attacking Hezbollah in Lebanon. It's almost as if Donald Trump of the United States knew that Netanyahu would continue attacking Lebanon and would violate whatever ceasefire deal they put in place. So they get out ahead of it. They had to make it seem as if they're the reason that this ceasefire deal would fall through, because at least Trump wouldn't be accused of being Israel's bitch again like he has been in the past. But we all know no matter what ceasefire agreement gets reached, Israel, and specifically Netanyahu, will always sabotage it. I said when Trump announced this, it was BS. It was never going to come into fruition, because it would ultimately mean a victory for Iran, and it would expose how weak the United States was. But most of all, Israel won't allow it. And once again, the United States is showing we can't rein our pit bull in. So we're just going to have to react to whatever Israel is doing because we actually have no control over that country in which we pay all of their bills. So I asked the general audience once again, whose war is this? Because it's becoming more and more obvious every day. This isn't America's war. Yes, I know.
100%. 100%.
Of course, but who asks? Huh?
Why are we even associated with that little shit fuck country? I don't even get it. You know, what would be the ideal situation is if we went and declared war on fucking Israel and destroyed them. That would be the best fucking thing right there.
You know what happened, Soft? We, the people, didn't declare anything on anybody.
No.
The ones in charge did. So
Well,
that doesn't make us liable.
They kind of did. You know why?
Well, not on our
Oh, yeah.
well,
you voted for the fucking guy.
I didn't vote for nobody. I've never voted ever in my life.
I'm not, but there was a large number of the American populace that voted for this. They say, I didn't vote for this. Yes, you fucking did. Yes, you did. When you vote, you give your consent, whatever comes about. Ain't no law saying that they have to keep their fucking campaign promise. Not one single one. The fact that they would make promises that they intend to fucking break in the first goddamn place ought to tell you something about their character. But you go ahead. Oh, it's the lesser of two evils. It's the lesser of two evils. It's still fucking evil. And so you chose this.
Right. Don't ever give your power out to no one. If you vote, you give your power. Think about it. If nobody votes, what are they going to do then? It's like 0-0. Well, it's conflict of interest here.
Well, they have to.
They'll figure something out. They're clamping down on they're restricting your freedoms every day. It's getting closer and closer. It's just a matter of time at this point. Another 2 months of this crap. They don't even have to do anything anymore, but another 2 months of this crap.
Well, that's why we need to stand up now, Cubby.
Oh, the U.S.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
The U.S.
And that's what we did. I don't know what the rest of everybody else is doing. But we done it. Put them in their place. Their statutes don't stand.
The U.S. debt reached $39 trillion today, too. Did you hear that?
It reached what?
$39 trillion.
I thought it was already over that.
No, it's
not that it matters, but
yeah, right.
What's another
who,
trillion?
Who? To who? In debt to who? What the fuck are y'all talking about? This is ludicrous.
Right, they could only be slavery.
Know that they're a fucking parasite. Like, they provide the U.S. absolutely no value. They've done so many things that, would constitute, an act of war against us. I mean, USS Liberty, Lebanon Affair, I mean, they can go on and on and on and on and on. But, I think they knew about 9/11. I think they had JFK assassinated. The first thing that he wanted to do, right before he died was, make AIPAC a foreign entity, and not allow them to have nukes. And then all of a sudden this fucking guy's dead. And Jack Ruby, who is Jack Rubenstein, I mean, it's just like, and then you just, I don't know, man, I can't ignore all the shit that they've done. They sold our secrets. Netanyahu lied to us about weapons of mass destruction. We fought all these fucking wars. My friends have died over there. And I just look at what they provided us with, and it's fucking, it's not nothing. It's like a negative.
For me, as an Austrian, when I'm looking to the American people, you got so much power and you got so much, we don't know this freedom what you guys have.
We don't. What freedom do we have? What freedom do we have? What freedom do we have?
Well, that's but
we literally don't have any, man. You probably have more than we do.
Well, hey, Mike, let me explain something to you. I got a friend in Queensland in Australia, right? And you're not that far away from where you're
yes,
dating,
I am.
right?
Very
Well, It is, but New Zealand, Australia, they're right there in the
He's not in
same.
New Zealand. He's in Austria.
No, it's I'm
Oh, you're in Austria.
Austria. Yes, Austria, not Australia. Austria, not the penguin, not the penguins.
Austria, near
Well,
Germany.
anyway, I got a friend, and I got
In
actually two
Germany.
friends in Australia, right?
Years.
One in
Yeah.
Queensland and one I can't remember exactly where. But they
Who
said this:
cares?
the moon never goes south of them.
Yeah,
How
but
about
he doesn't
that?
live in Australia. Australia has nothing to do with what we're talking about at all. The moon, none of that right now.
No, but
Has anything to
I'm sorry,
do
just
with
what I wanted to say. But you guys in America,
I
you have
understand that, Saul.
so much power, you know. Here in Europe, we don't have, as people, we don't have this power to our government.
Like, what
Absolutely.
power do you think we have with our government?
I
It's
don't
out of
know,
fucking
but
control.
that's why I like to listen to you guys, because you talk completely different than we are talking here in you know, in Austria.
I
Well,
think he's saying we got a few more like liberties than they do
liberties,
compared.
yeah,
Yeah.
but there again,
You have never been
are
attacked.
what
You
is
have never
liberty?
been
What
attacked. You have never been, you know, conquered or something. We have been conquered in one.
we got conquered too. We got conquered by fucking Jews, man. Just like Germany did in prior to World War II.
That's why they tried to get them away, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm
Yeah,
calling for this being 110. Get them the fuck out of here.
yeah.
I'm serious, man. 2%. They're only 2%. They control every fucking facet of our socioeconomic system.
Yes, and here it's the same.
Every bit. And they're only 2%. And it's all through coercion, blackmail, subterfuge, and nepotism.
But what I want to say, you have got much more power as people than we have. You know, you've
Well,
got
people need to realize that. But see, the
got
thing is, this thing about voting and all that, that's nonsense, man. That's
That's
fucking
true.
nonsense.
That's
It's
true.
been a lie from the beginning.
But you see, as a country, you're very big. You can have your own way of life. Here in Austria, you cannot have this. You know, you have to be like like they say you have to be.
Well, yeah, and well, you guys got a different kind of an attitude too, though. You know,
That's why we try to get out of
you get,
this.
that's why I'm trying to get more people to try and have that I don't give a fuck attitude. I don't care. I love my fellow man. I like the land that I live on. It's beautiful and everything. And if it wasn't for government, this would be a great fucking place.
You see,
Government doesn't provide anything at all of benefit to my life, liberty, or freedom. I don't want to say liberty. What is liberty? Liberty is temporary leave from a ship.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I don't want liberty. I want freedom.
Yeah, and you people did it for themselves. You know, you fought for your freedom. You know, and
But a government big enough to give you things is to give you everything is big enough to take everything from you
America,
too.
you know, that's why I love America. That's why I love to be in with you guys and love to
Well,
listen.
we need to get back to what this thing. If we can start it again, get back to what we began as, and it wasn't this. And in the words of Jefferson, the government that governs best is that which governs least.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I say something, Saul?
Okay. You just did.
Well, I appreciate you. You're very kind, sir. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
TikTok.
Okay. All right. As established as the People versus Gilbert, 18 John 227, New York, 1820. People are not bound by a statute unless they are specifically named. Furthermore, it is heard that people was arguing 4 Cal 145, New York, 1825. The people are not expressly included in the general provisions of the act, and nothing shall be taken against them by implication. Where the people are not named, they are not bound.
Interesting.
Due to your son, he's the man.
I just wanted to say this, you know, you American have a very big, you love your country, you know, very much because you made a lot of good things, what you did, you know, and
Well, initially,
this is what, yeah, initially, exactly. That's
initially,
what I just
and
wanted to tell you.
it's become a monster.
It's
become
become
an
a,
out of
that's what I
control
just
fucking
wanted to say.
monster.
Mhm, mhm.
And
Yeah.
why? Well, because it's been taken over. Zog. Zog is always the problem.
Yeah,
Every
you
time.
see,
What do we say?
Austria and Germany was also not a monster, but was also a good state one time, you know. But what they made out of it, it's crazy.
It's becoming an example, a template.
Take care. You know, yeah, they took us over. They took us completely over. And
Yeah.
I can just tell you guys, you know, take care.
That's what I'm saying. We're becoming a template for the rest of the takeovers.
Every time. Every time.
You still got it, boys. Let's go.
Well, over in Europe, things are different.
Oh yeah.
But here in America, we are all kings and queens.
It's nice. Nice for you.
It's Memorial Day morning, May 25th to 26th. The president woke up early and he went straight to his mix. True Social was his platform. His fingers hit the keys. He typed out a long message and he posted it with ease. He said, Happy Memorial Day to everyone out there, including all the Democrats who he said didn't care. He said they disrespecting soldiers, disrespecting the flag. He tagged some of his own side and said they were a drag. He called out time killers, called out Cassidy by name. Said Reno's in the party were the ones who were to blame. Thomas Massey got to mention Trump said he had to go. The Memorial Day message turned into quite a show. Yeah. Yeah, now here's the part that matters. Here's the international play. Iran negotiations were proceeding on that day. Trump said talks were moving nicely, but he laid down his demand. Said every Arab nation has to come and shake their hand at Abraham Accords expansion. That's what he required. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Pakistan, all admired. He said Egypt, Jordan, Turkey, everyone must sign. Normalize relations with Israel, or he's drawing back the line. He said it's a great deal for all nations and no deal at all. He said if they don't agree, then things could quickly fall. He referenced military options, said he'd go back to that road. Operation Epic Fury was already the episode. He went to yeah. He went yeah. He went to Arlington Cemetery. Stood there in the sun, out of 13 soldiers who were lost when it was done. Operation Epic Fury was the U.S.'s real strike on Iran's infrastructure that changed the regions like the families of those soldiers. They were standing in that space. The president delivered words of honor and the faith. The weight of what had happened, lives were lost in that campaign, and now the diplomatic table is where the talks remain. He jumped on a conference call with Arab leaders that week. He pushed the same conditions, but the response was pretty bleak. The leaders on that call were reportedly quiet and cold. They didn't jump with excitement, so the story has been told. Because normalizing Israel under pressure, under threat is a domestic liability. No Arab leaders met the populations watching, saying, what are you doing now? The street level reaction made them all furrow their brow. So the question on the table and it's sitting there today is, will the deal get finished, or will everyone walk away? The trade on homers matter, sanctions matter, assets too. Nuclear concerns are sitting in the middle of the room. Midas Tuck was watching and they clipped it all that day. Ben Meiselas was on camera with a whole lot left to say. Fox News had a different angle, showing things another way. The coverage split completely on that Memorial Day.
So right in the middle of fucking peace talks, he goes and attacks him again.
Yeah.
And they wonder why they won't talk with him. What
Well,
the fuck?
it's propaganda.
What?
Propaganda, man. I mean, do you believe all that stuff? I mean, I don't know, man. I wasn't there. We're only told what we're told. I mean, and then we got to figure it out. It's like, well, we have video from there, and
Yeah, they do.
is it? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
But is it some of it propaganda? A couple
I
of
don't know.
videos I see
know.
that I've saw. I've been watching Alex Jones and all that. You know,
Oh.
some of the stuff.
That's your first problem.
That's it.
At the end of the day,
But well, the whole thing is the same stuff that he shows there. I see here.
Also, what I think is that the most
understand?
powerful people, they are all in the bed together. You know, I don't think that they are, really making war. I think yes, okay, in the front they are making war for us, but I think behind they're all in bed together. I think this, because I see it's like this war in that we have here in Europe, and it's crazy. This war never ends. It's like 19.
So you're getting blown up right now. And how close is it to you? Since you're in Europe, how close is it to you? That's the question.
It's like the neighbor, It's like two countries away from me. It's not far away.
Okay, two
but
countries.
they
How far
never
is that?
stop.
How far is the country?
probably
over
about
there?
like a state. It's like states away
Like
from
a
us.
state, like 120 miles sometimes.
Do you have a
Austria
map?
is very
300,
Hold on.
700 miles.
Carl, do you have
Austria
a
is
map?
very small. Austria is a very small country, because
Right.
2 world wars, it crushed them down to a very small country,
Have you ever
We have
looked at a
nothing
map of
to
Europe,
say anymore.
Carl?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, so do you know where Austria is?
Yep.
Okay. And you know how big it is, right?
Yeah, it's small.
And the neighboring
According to them, it's small.
they're all
Yeah.
pretty small. Yeah, they're
According,
about
yeah.
equivalent to states are here in America. So, like a couple of states away, you could average that out. A couple of countries away, you could average that out. It's come on.
It's like Ameise. It's like how you call it? It's very small.
Pretty
Very
damn close at the end of the day.
Well, it's kind of like they say that I watch these planes come in for me, right? On top of the mountain. And I'm watching them for 20 to 30 minutes when I see them
And if
before
you
they
see
land.
like, and if you
Okay,
see
so
like,
20 to 30 minutes is like, you know how far that is on top of a freaking ball, but yet they're going straight forward, right?
you
Urban.
approximately you need like 6 hours to go from one side to another.
Is that driving like in an automobile?
Yeah, in an
Okay.
automobile, like 100 miles or kilometer per hour or miles per
Right.
hour.
Now, I found that a lot of times it was faster to take the train, take the like when I was in Germany, you could get around a lot faster using the S-Bahn and the
It was a straight
U-Bahn.
path.
Once you get into the city, you could use the U-Bahn or the bus system, and
Yeah.
you could get around a lot easier than you could if you had an automobile.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because I think
Yeah.
from where my barracks was at, it was, let's see, it stopped it started at Herx, you went through Need, then Griesheim, and then you were in downtown Frankfurt. Took a total of about 7.5 minutes. So
What you
it
mean,
was
700
pretty quick.
minutes? What?
Pretty quick. And I was going a long ways. Those fucking things barrel along, man. They don't fuck around. Them trains over there, they don't fuck around. Not like the ones over here. Our rail system in the United States is shit. Over in
Yeah.
Europe, little different story, man. They those fuckers, they can roll, man. They can roll. I liked public transportation over there. It's not like over here where you get on a bus and you got to watch out for bum cum and shit like that everywhere.
America is big, my friend. You know, for my understanding, it's, you know, when you talk about going somewhere, you're going like talking about hours to going like this, you
Oh
know.
yeah, look, it's like from one coast to the
Not
other is
here.
damn near like 3,000 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
not here like this, you know. If I
no,
want to go somewhere and then we are like talking about 1 hour, 2 hours, and we are like, wow, shit, this is a long way.
yeah,
You know?
Well, it's just like when I was driving from Arizona to Tennessee.
Come
You
on.
know, I kept going in a circle to the left, always to the northeast. I go down
I
and
love
then
you,
I
American.
circle to the northeast always. Why am I circling around when I'm supposed to go straight across?
Yeah, yeah. Here it's easier from that standpoint.
Bobby, honey, don't pick up the snakes. You're picking up the snakes.
why the fuck was he doing that?
Honey, let them go.
He got bit.
Oh my God, they're biting you. Bobby, remember what the doctor said. When the brainworm tells you to do something, don't do it. You're gonna eat them, aren't you? Okay, I'll go fire up the grill.
Her best comment was
Why
the
would
brain worm tells you what to do. That was her best comment.
But I mean, why in the fuck was he picking up snakes? And especially, who taught him how to catch a snake?
I just seen that right before you played it.
I'm like, what? No wonder you're gonna get fucking bit, stupid ass. I mean, Christ almighty, I knew how to pick up a snake properly since I was probably about 5 years old, man. I remember going out and catching garter snakes.
Yeah,
God
that was
damn.
probably a rear fang, non-venomous, so I don't think there's
Oh
any
yeah, I
real
don't.
danger there. But
Well, we don't know how it reacts with brain worms. I can't believe we're
Then you
even
got
having
that.
that discussion. We have a Department of Health fucking official that is like somebody's trying to butt fuck a seal. And I mean, for real, man, what's up with this guy? And then he's got brain worms and shit and picking up snakes by the tail, cutting off raccoon penises for what? What possible need would you have for a raccoon's penis?
It's had an interesting life.
Wow. Yeah.
to say
Well,
the least. Doing
let me
coke
tell you
off a
something.
freaking bathroom toilet seat. I mean,
The Kennedys put the FUN. They put the fun in dysfunctional. Let me tell you about that family. And and here's a display about Aunt Rose's fucking lobotomy. You know, I mean, Christ almighty, what a fucking scandalous family.
Malfunction junction, what your junction? That's what it sounds like. A lot of that right now is soft.
Okay. Wow. All right. Here we go.
Breaking news, the BBC is reporting from Israel that the country is now in a partial lockdown with empty streets due to fear of Iranian attacks, closed shops, and a situation that is becoming unbearable for the people. Iran just mass texted Israeli citizens this morning. The last U.S. radar systems in the region have been destroyed. Your government leaders are lying to you. Leave the country. Missiles are on their way. No shelter can provide safety. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard. And Israel's thinking now that Iran has warned them any deaths are not their responsibility. IRGC General Masoud Akhtari told Iranian News, and I quote, because we destroyed their radars, Trump and Netanyahu are trapped in a slaughterhouse now in the Persian Gulf. And I believe him. Sirens have not been going off in Israel. The Iron Dome is no longer working, and residents are not getting any bomb warnings. Yesterday, Iran warned they would no longer use small missiles. All missiles launched toward Israel will now carry a minimum of 110 warhead, and they are not lying. More than 10 missiles landed.
Wow, 10 of them with 1 ton going into Tel Aviv. Fucking crazy, bro. What are we going to do about that? Is it even true, though?
Sit back and watch the replays.
Oh, yeah, it's only 2.2% of the population. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Yet they control half the world, enemies of God, in stark contrast to the Christian beliefs. To them, we are goy, less than cattle, fit not even to exist.
Speaking of enemies of God and those people, stop me if I'm getting ahead of you, but did you see that one goofy pastor guy caught another charge?
Which one?
The one we all know.
Duffy?
Yeah.
Duffy got a new charge? No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, you didn't see that? Here, I'll drop the link for you.
Hang on, I'll be able to find it. It'll be on his broker check thing, right?
Yeah.
Is this guy still a thing, right?
The dude is a
What's up?
Sleaze bag.
Yeah. He'll bring it up here in a second.
He was just on a Apollo podcast.
Oh, what's that?
It's a different podcast. I just seen it because Splatter Dave was just on it. He's doing like the little
I
follow-in
thought you were talking about Duffy.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
well, Duffy's.
It still says January 14th of this year on broker check.
January, this year.
Yeah, that's.
But 2026 is what I meant.
Oh yeah. He's,
I didn't mean since then. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, nothing new since then. But yeah, somebody was asking about the raccoon penis. Nobody knows. He wrote this in his book that he was rolling down the road. He had his wife in his fucking car with his kids, and there was a dead raccoon on the side of the road, and he pulled over the side of the road and was out there cutting its fucking penis off. It's all over on the internet just about a week or two ago, but there's people have already forgotten that. Now the guy's out there snake wrangling, and it's like, wait a second, this guy, is this part of his, is he like on a wildlife, does he think he's like Marlon Perkins or something, or, like it was Steve Irwin?
Yeah, it's crazy. Marlon Perkins that you brought up, Saw. That's old school right there.
Oh shit, yeah. I like Marlon Perkins. Mutual of Omaha, Wild Kingdom. That was a great show, man.
Yes, it was.
There's this old guy named Marlon Perkins, and he always wear like safari gear and shit, but he didn't really do any of the safari shit except maybe ride in the Jeep or sit under a tent and sip a Mai Tai. And he'd be sitting there going, next, my assistant Jim is going to tackle a water buffalo from a moving Jeep and castrate it. And Jim's over there like, I'm going to do what? Wait, hold on. What? And then you'd see Jim out there doing his thing and everything. And Marlon would be sitting there sipping a Mai Tai telling you about it and shit. And then sell you Mutual of Omaha life insurance.
Definitely one of those fuck around and find out moments, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he was always having Jim do the dangerous shit, and he didn't feel bad about it or anything, too, because Marlon, he was old, fucking kangaroo kill his ass. He's not going to go out there and be tagging snakes balls and shit like that, This other guy, he get him to do that, though. That's what he's paid for. That's what you're paid for, Jim. One time they had Jim, the assistant, on Johnny Carson, and he had some kind of fucking creature on there, and the thing flew up and landed like on Johnny Carson's head. And the guy Jim, the expert, he goes, "Oh man, I didn't know they could fly."
Is that a wombat or something? I can't remember.
Man, some kind of critter. I remember. Oh man,
I remember that episode though. It was a long time ago.
I didn't know that it could fly. Yeah, I was like, fuck.
But they succeeded in that what they wanted to do, right? They succeeded in for the people that wasn't sure about it, they put away and fuck. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, man.
A few notes on the Jew. Jews are antisocial, destructive, intolerant, mean-spirited, deceitful, etc. They wish to destroy, ruin, kill, rob whoever gets in their way. To facilitate them getting what they want, they have developed a perverted, unnatural, destructive, evil lifestyle. Even though they live off of the non-Jews as parasites, they still hate them and wish to destroy them. Jews hate nature and the natural order because it's pure and beautiful, and also because it's bigger and stronger than they are, and they feel that they cannot fully control it. Nature's beauty and harmony stands in stark contrast to their squalidness and ugliness, and that makes them hate it all the more. Jews are destroyers. They are anti-humans. The anti-human Jew hates and wants to destroy all non-Jews. He will also destroy even other Jews who are less destructive and evil than he is if they get in his way. Apparently, the wickedness of the Jew is genetically based. Jews are destroyers. They are anti-humans. By the act of circumcision, the Jew shows his hatred towards nature and the natural order. By this bloody, cruel, senseless act, he shows his cruelty and sadism, and that he will stop at nothing to obtain his ends. Surely the Jews are also behind Islamic circumcision, which serves as an ideal cover and distraction from their own wickedness in this regard. Jews are truly anti-human and anti-nature. Jews are intensely selfish, intolerant, and antisocial, etc. They are full of hate, greed, malice, etc. Naturally, other people, i.e. the non-Jews, don't like being bulldozed aside, robbed, and murdered by the Jews, and will sooner or later resist. That is where the lies and deceit of the Jews come into play. Yeah, no, I don't think there'll be any peace until these Jews are dealt with. These people are animals. They're just bastards, you know, absolute animals.
Right? We tried, but now we are
bourgeoise internationale Clique, die Gesellschaft gegeneinander hetzt, die nicht will, dass sie zur Ruhe kommen. Es sind das die Menschen, die überall und nirgends zu Hause sind, die nirgends einen Boden haben, auf dem sie gewachsen sind, sondern die heute in Berlin leben, morgen genauso gut in Brüssel sein können, übermorgen in Paris, oder wie in Prag, oder in Wien, oder in London, und die sich überall zu Hause fühlen. Es sind die einzigen, die wirklich als internationale Elemente anzusprechen sind, weil sie überall ihre Geschäfte betätigen können.
Now we are the idiots for everybody.
Crazy. And it's funny how they demonize that symbol of the swastika, which it's actually a symbol of prosperity. Exactly. But they even demonize that, see?
Exactly. You know, as German, you always have to say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You know?
I know.
Were you able to translate that, Mike? Could you understand?
Did you understand it without reading the subtitles?
Of course.
Yeah, I figured he did. I was sitting there watching it. I was thinking, I was like, Michael don't even have to read that.
Right. I was just wondering that because you know how they tell in America, they tell us, you know, that they have subtitles, but is that really what he's saying?
The Germans, they knew this before, that these people, they are not good, you know, they are always coming into your land, and then they take the money. They make their own money system, and then they push you out of your own, and that's what's happening, you know. That's what they did, always did. That's why the Jews never was nobody liked them. That's the thing, you know.
Mm.
People always pushed them outside of their countries because they didn't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I did those, where I put those.
I know it's sad to say, and I don't like to say this to other people, you know, but it is like this.
Yeah.
Well, they're perpetually victimizing
probably
themselves.
illegal.
It don't have to be.
You know, it's probably illegal for you to say that, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah. See, that ought to tell you something. If you want to know who rules you, if you want to know
I cannot say this here, you know.
I know. That's why I say if you want to know who rules you, just look at who you can't criticize.
Yeah. But it's okay. We know.
We've got next level stupidity in this joint.
That's
What's going on,
why
Mr. Roger Ledwell?
I don't know. I seem to attract all the boys to the yard every time I do a stream for some reason.
What happens?
I all the boys come running to the yard whenever I do a stream.
Well, they're all. I didn't see it. That's the thing. It took me a few minutes to figure out what was going on because I was looking for who you was talking to, and it was it's Discord losers.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you fucking with Discord losers?
I kept them backstage. It's just they told me they had a video of a 24-hour sun that's been hidden from everybody, and you have to have a special server. And I said, well, bring it up, and they never did. And they sat back and sniped at me in the private chat the whole damn time, and I kept picking them out. And
why is it got to have a special server?
It's in Dropbox. They said you have to have specials. I have Dropbox, dude. So I looked at the videos. None of them had any midnight sun footage in them that I looked at. I went through 5 of these videos, and nothing nothing I haven't seen already, except Duffy and McKeegan eating lunch or something, or McToon in a bar and hanging out. You know.
Yeah.
Yippee!
I'd rather watch a horse shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't listen. People in Discord, most of those fucking idiots are losers. It's the Wesley types and that. They're just toxic fucktards. And they're not worth fucking even addressing because that's the only reason they're there is just to be toxic shitheads. That's it. You'll argue about any fucking thing. They will. They'll argue with you. You say, well, this is a lighter. And they'll go, no, it's not. It's a ignition device. Or some other kind of fucking shit, because that's all they want to do is argue. They're just toxic shit heels. Don't fuck with them.
Well, they're doing the same thing Max did. If I don't address what they're going to present to me now, I'll forever lose.
Who?
What does that even mean?
I don't know, man.
I don't. Like who says?
Max. You know,
Max. Oh, the guy with the Muppet voice that was friends with the pedophile. Yeah. Whatever happened with that pedophile guy? He's in jail now, hey?
Oh yeah, he's serving time. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I heard last. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know the way we treat pedophiles, even here, they get the register of sex offenders and yada yada yada. They got to report to the PO. Yeah.
Damn, he could have extradited over to Israel.
Oh,
he could have gone over there and got off scot.
Not too late.
Israel's almost a hole in the ground, right? No.
Go fight for their cause.
Cause what?
Go over there and get your catcher's mitt and wait for one of them fucking missiles. I got it.
Oh, what about the Golden Dome, Sav? It's supposed to work, ain't it?
I remember one time, this is funny as shit. We was doing a Civil War reenactment. And where we were at initially was over a hill. So the spectators couldn't see us. They couldn't see us yet. And it was funny because the guy in charge, he goes, prepare for artillery. And a dude ran out front with his fucking rifle like a baseball bat. And another guy got down underneath him like a fucking catcher and shit.
Oh, nice.
Prepare for artillery, and the guy got out there like a fucking batter and shit. I thought that was pretty cute.
Did he paint a target on his head too?
No, he couldn't see us. He couldn't see us from the spectator area.
Damn.
That was funny.
You know,
that was at Cedar Creek. That was at Cedar Creek. That's just up south of Winchester up here. I got a little rock, a piece of that battlefield.
Yeah. Well, before you play this, Duffy is ramping up the TFE thing again, and they got more money throwing their way. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's why they're all out in bunches. So
Who cares?
yeah.
You know, that's the way I look at it. You know, I don't give a fuck. You know, you had your shot before, you got caught, you lied, fuck off. You know, and
exactly, Soft.
so why am I gonna?
Hey,
Why
Roger.
do I even entertain it? You know,
Hey,
I'm not
Carl.
gonna.
What is ramping up the TFE thing? It's almost 2 years later now.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, you know they got a big production company going to do it.
I know
That
what you
guy
mean.
who did Danny
Yeah, they
Darko.
said that right after they started. After they did it, they said that shit, and it's still here. It is, like Covey said, like almost 2 years
2
later.
years later. Yep.
And he said
I've been
all he's
calling
going to do is going to get people to donate money to help for production costs. No movie's going to come out. If there is one, it's just going to be shit, rehash of the old stuff, and he's going to walk away with a fucking shitload of cash. That's all.
He's not even doing that. You know what's happening? Is that he didn't have nothing for donations, right? But when he first started this whole, re-campaign to turn it into 4 episodes or whatever the hell they want to do. But anyway, all he's doing, they didn't have no donations, like $1,000 worth, and they're trying to raise what, 50,000. So what he's doing is probably pumping a little bit of his money in, hoping other people are like, oh, we got new donors coming in. Come on, guys, donate. He's making it look like that other people are donating. Nobody's donating. He's just pumping cash in to try and get people, low-level people to try and donate too.
Yeah.
So
Well, here's the funny thing is I checked his criminal record thing, the file on him, and one of them that it was pending has now been settled. So
yeah, good for him.
yeah,
How can Duffy debate anybody, Christopher? How can Duffy debate anybody? I've debated him before. He doesn't know anything about how anything works at all. Nothing.
He's just mentioning that that's what Duffy said apparently right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. How could Duffy debate anything if he doesn't know anything about it?
I don't know.
He doesn't have any idea about any of the shit that's a claim of the globe. He has no idea about fluid dynamics, which totally fucking destroys the globe before you can even get started with your cockamamie goddamn geometry.
Well, he wouldn't win the debate, but I know how he would debate with an earpiece and a second screen computer that he looks at with McToon and all his buddies on, like he does every other time.
I'll go up against McToon too. I'll go against Toon. I'll go against Craig. I'll take all 3 of them on. You ain't got to hide behind an earpiece. All 3 of you come on the fuck on. I'll rip your shit up, man. Every time.
Even if I'm wrong about the
gravity,
earpiece,
let's get the gravity. You want to talk
even
about?
if I'm wrong about the earpiece, he's definitely got a second screen he's looking at because you can see his eye. He did it when I was talking to him, but anyway.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Hell, I'll do all 3 of them at once. Let's go.
What are you talking about here, Sob?
I know I sounded like a fucking whore, didn't I? I was like, I'll do all 3 of them at once. Fuck it. Bring on a basketball.
Calm down.
I gotta get back. I
What
gotta
he
get back to the meat
accomplished
factory.
is he took away the people who were not sure about this, and he took these people away, and that was his how you call it, his mission, to take away the people who are not sure about it, and that's what he accomplished.
No, actually, he created a bunch more flat earthers. It really did.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah.
It really did. The numbers.
Yes, that happened. For sure.
It weeded out the chaff and it created, more prominent flat earthers.
Got rid of some gatekeepers.
Stop! I got to get back to the meat factory. I'll be listening to you.
All right, man.
All right, man. Guys,
hey, can I say something?
Wait a second. For those of you that don't know, the meat factory is a gay bar that Roger works at.
It's a Dokkan one.
As a dancer.
I left that wide open, didn't I?
Make sure you put some ice in it.
He's a dancer. He's a dancer at the meat factory.
It's a Dokkan one.
Well, boys, I gotta get back in.
Later, man.
All right, later.
Yeah, dude.
Ball sack and all.
Oh fuck. Anyway.
Yikes.
Donald Trump is so nuts. Sometimes we forget how racist he is, and so racist. Sometimes we forget how sexist he is, and so sexist. Sometimes we forget how stupid he is, and so stupid. Sometimes we forget how evil he is, and so evil. Sometimes we forget how corrupt he is, and so corrupt. Sometimes we forget how incompetent he is, and so incompetent. Sometimes we forget how nuts he is, Our country is currently being run into the ground by the absolute dregs of humanity. Rapists, pedophiles, drunks, drug addicts, cover-up artists, grifters, Nazis, and Russian agents and assets. A merry band of mediocre, malevolent, misbegotten degenerates led by a convicted felon who's lost his frontal lobes and basically just sleeps and shits himself when he isn't stealing taxpayer money, insider trading, or crying about comedians giving him a sad. Meanwhile, we've got a eunuch Nepo baby, this pallid little flowers in the attic escapee with the energy of inherited wealth and untreated anemia, trying to negotiate us out of an illegal war we started to keep a country from getting a nuclear weapon they didn't have to reopen a strait that wasn't closed. And the best part, that silver spoon-fed Slenderman didn't even know what enriched uranium was while he was in the middle of trying to keep a country we've been bombing from having it. Over in Congress, we have a sitting member who said yesterday that January 6th was fake, staged, didn't happen, but we should be spending $2 billion rewarding the people who did the fake thing that didn't happen. Almost $2 billion for the hoax. And because this timeline apparently has a humiliation kink, Homeland Security is being run by a nose-fingering, Senate-brawling, can't-define a war knuckle-dragger, while public health is somehow being run by a guy who couldn't even keep a brainworm alive, whose voice sounds like a weed whacker underwater. And thanks to the chainsaw-juggling ketamine king cowboy who gutted USAID, we're now contending with a brand new Ebola outbreak. And towering over all of this entire traveling carnival of dipshittery, the fucking moron at the top, the smooth-brained troglodyte. He can't even tell Barack Obama and Joe Biden apart, and he keeps explaining to the American public that by sea doesn't mean by S-E-E, because somebody apparently had to explain to a 79-year-old president that oceans exist. We've had presidents who were geniuses. We've had presidents who were mediocre. Surely the bar for commander-in-chief should sit at least a tad bit higher than a guy who thinks nipple and button are the names of countries. It would almost be funny if it weren't so catastrophic. A government run by people this spectacularly dim, this vaingloriously incompetent, this aggressively allergic to facts should be the setup to a joke, not the governing philosophy of the most powerful country on earth. Except these people are poisoning our planet, killing our kids, bombing girls' schools, blowing up fishing boats, starving children, stealing from us to reward violent thugs, and doing institutional damage to this democracy that we are going to be cleaning up for a generation, if we're lucky. These people are spectacularly, impressively stupid. We're talking left side of the bell curve, IQ of a bedroom slipper, dumber than a bag of mayonnaise, bowling ball brain stupid. The kind of stupid where people watched a man bankrupt casinos, incite an insurrection, ramble about whales going loco, and thought, yes, this sentence-slurring catastrophe should absolutely have the nuclear codes. And yes, they're evil, they're cruel, corrupt, careless, predatory, selfish, shameless little arsonists of the public good. They are truly, unquestionably, unapologetically rotten. But do they have to be so fucking stupid at the same damn time?
Yeah.
And that's all politicians. Every one of them.
So
Jerks.
true.
Imagine going head to head with a channel of 100,000 subs and you're beating them. Isn't that weird?
What? Really?
Yeah. I won't name names.
No, really. Whose channel am I up against right now?
Mark Sargent.
Oh, Mark Sargent. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, that's right. It's Tuesday. See, I'm a day behind. Fucking holiday.
Oh, I know.
Fucking holiday every time.
okay. Just like this, all right? Let a state be considered as a subordinate to the people. That's Chisholm v. Georgia. So they got to be subordinate to the people if we, the people, speak up enough.
You know what, Liberty guy off grid? That's true. She is stuck. There is a lot of people stuck in that left-right paradigm.
Yeah.
And that's really a bad problem. And this is another thing too. Quit calling it a fucking democracy, for God's sake. We don't have, never was intended to be a fucking democracy. We are a constitutional republic. This democracy shit, we're not a democracy. Stop that. That's what gives everybody the idea that you can just vote to have whatever the fuck you want. And that's the problem with democracy. So these idiots got to stop calling it that.
Everyone in Iran can tell you about what happened in 1953. In America, nobody knows what happened.
So tell us what happened. 1953.
Mohammad Mossadegh
Yeah.
is the prime minister of Iran, democratically elected.
Nationalized oil.
Nationalizes the oil, kicks out foreigners.
So the CIA overthrows him.
You want to hear a really good bit?
Sure.
Who do they ally with? They ally with the mullahs, the ayatollahs, the clerics against this secular communist, leftist Mossadegh. Ironically, the same people we've now demonized for the last 46 years who are in power. And they bring back the Shah. Shah is this fantastically corrupt and autocratic ruler, has a secret police called Savak, tortures and kills people, but lets women wear miniskirts and everyone's can be, free in that way. It was a horrible period from 1953 to 1979, which helps bring about the revolution. But it was a revolution that wasn't just Islamic. It had secularists and leftists and communists, but the Islamic part of it consolidated and crushed the rest of it, Ayatollah Khomeini. But we start in 79. We don't talk about the coup in 1953. Everyone in Iran knows about the coup in 1953. We also don't talk about what happened after 1979. The moment they come to power, we supported who? Saddam Hussein to invade Iran and carry out the Iran-Iraq war, 8-year-long war in which Saddam used chemical weapons against Iranians, chemical weapons provided by Brits, French, Americans. Donald Rumsfeld goes to meet with Saddam in the 80s to support him in his war. We shoot down their airliner. We shoot down flight 655, I think it was,
Yes.
the USS Vincennes.
Yes.
Shoots down, kills over.
This is in 1988.
This is 1988, towards the end of the Iran-Iraq war. We shoot them down, I think, over international waters.
The United States this afternoon acknowledged that a missile from an American ship in the Persian Gulf shot down accidentally an Iran Air passenger plane with 290 people on board. All of those people, passengers and crew, believed to have died in the crash.
But that's what I say. Always the Americans do this. That's not true. Not true at all. Bullshit. That's what they are saying.
Come on, listen.
George H.W. Bush, Vice
Sorry.
President, says, I will never apologize for the United States.
Well, furthermore, the guy who did it got a medal, the Legion of Merit.
Yes. So we blow up their airliner. We support Saddam Hussein attacking them.
Yes.
And before the revolution, we support bringing back the Shah and topple their debris. And then we say, why do they hate us?
No shit. Why do they hate us? So we toppled their government, brought in Western influence. Pretty much all the fucking shit that's run by the Jewish mafia, prostitution, pornography, child porn, sex trafficking, all that fucking shit. Narcotics. It's all
They
brought in.
wanted it. They wanted it. Right?
Saul, that's in every big little town.
No, it wasn't. Not until there was Western influence. Not
but it's still there.
was Zionist influence. No, not in Tehran. It's not.
Here in America, it is. That.
We're talking about different countries.
I understand that, but it's here though.
Well, who runs us?
The cabal.
Yeah, who's the cabal?
I don't know. From what
Give
I
you the hint.
understand,
They
like
wear little tiny hats.
13 different families.
Yeah, no,
I could be wrong about that. I mean, that's what I heard. I mean, there's all kinds of different programs out there, but do we really know? Have you been there? Have I been there?
Hold on, wait a second. Who's running your fucking government right now?
The bar.
No.
British has showed it.
No, wrong. I'll give you a hint. They're the reason we went to war in Iran.
Yeah, it was 9/11, right?
Right.
Well, they had that.
Can you verify that? Yeah, verification.
I mean,
What verification of what?
Of who's done whatever. I mean,
who's
this is
done
what
whatever?
because
Okay,
listen,
wait a
all we're told is
Right on
everything
the
they
bed.
tell us, and
Okay,
we don't really know. I mean, unless you was there, and in the
Wait,
conversation, you really don't have no proof other than somebody telling you something.
No. Why did the United States bomb Iran?
To get out of the Jeffrey Epstein stuff.
No,
Yeah, but
because
what was their reason?
that's what everybody's been saying.
Okay.
Because they said they had nuclear weapons, right?
Oh, nuclear weapons, man. We've been hearing that for 50 years.
Yeah,
That's
but that's what
bullshit.
Well,
they
who told
said.
us that? Who told us that?
Our government.
Our government. Where'd they get that information from? Our government didn't tell us that because not one of the 7 intelligence agencies, according to Tulsi Gabbard,
I heard every president say it for the last 40 years.
No, you didn't. You heard Bibi Netanyahu say it.
Okay.
Who's he from? Where's he from?
I don't know.
I don't think he's from Israel.
You know?
No, that's what I've not heard. I mean, I
He's
think
not
somebody.
the Prime Minister of Israel.
Yeah, he is the prime minister.
Okay, that's
but I
what
don't
I'm
think
getting
he's
at.
from there.
Oh, I don't think
I
he's
don't-
from there either, but he's the Prime Minister of Israel, isn't he?
Well, that's what they say. Yes.
That's what they say. Okay.
As far as we know.
Okay, so in this,
I mean, is it a lie? Is it true? I
Is
mean,
that-
you were
Are
you
gonna
there?
have are you going to have an honest, intelligent discussion, or are you just going to keep
Yes,
going
sir.
off out in the fucking misty weeds?
Let's go. Honest. Okay. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So, who told us? Let's even go back. Who attacked the United States USS Liberty in
Israel.
Israel, that's right. And who told us that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction, even though none were ever found? Who told us that?
Well, first time I heard it from was our government.
No, first time I heard about it was from Israel.
Okay.
They told
All right.
our government. Where do you think they're getting their information from?
Israel, obviously.
Of course. Okay, so the first thing you have to understand is that the CIA is the Mossad. Your
Yes,
government is
I see that.
occupied by Jews, dude.
Yeah, we know that.
0.2% of the Earth's population control 90% of your fucking socioeconomic dynamic. Don't you think that that's a little strange?
Yes, sir. No man should control another man ever.
Well, they say 2% of the population, but how many have been
That would
converted
only be
since-
slavery, right? If
Well,
another
that's
man
the
controls
goal.
another man, that
That's
would be
the goal.
slavery.
That's the goal.
We're getting there. It's close.
Yeah.
Well, only if we let it.
Exactly, Kevin.
You got to stand up. That's what I did. I put the fucking law to them. It is as is. Unless you stand up for your rights, they're going to trample all over them. But you got to give them proof and documentation, and that's what I did for my brother. So everybody can talk about it, but you got to do it. You got to show I'm challenging your shit. Here's why. Until you challenge it, there's nothing going to be done. You can sit there and talk all day, blah blah blah. Just like you, when you for your, as you stated, for your arms rights, right? And until you fucking put a hammer down to them, it's never going to be done. Everybody can sit there and talk about crap, but you got to put it down as in writing, because that's what they like, writing, right? You can sit there and say anything in court, and then blah blah blah. You know what do they call it? Oh, that was a misunderstanding, or oh, that was the other crap, whatever. Until you challenge them and show them case law, like I've done, and even Ryan told me, man, you're gonna get in trouble. Why? I mean, shit, they're going after my juggler already. Why do I have to? Why do I have to sit there and let a man go after my juggler after nothing I've done to another man?
Where are you going to beat them at? Like, what,
I don't know, man.
A few court
It's just
cases
what
here and there.
Well, whatever it is.
And I'm not saying that isn't admirable. I'm
Whatever it is, brother. I mean,
Right.
but you got to stand up. If we don't stand up, we sit there and we talk about it, but we don't file nothing. And because that's what they like, is everything to be filed.
Mm.
You know, word of facts of the case.
And,
So do I got?
you know,
If I put
I
a
mean,
do not rob me on the front of my house, does that
no,
mean the
don't
criminal is
enter.
gonna look? Is he gonna listen to it?
As
No,
American,
well, no, they don't have to listen to it, but you did
Okay,
give them,
so what you're
but they
saying
read
is
it.
useless,
But if
dude.
they
What you're
did read
saying
it
is
and you gave them fair warning, if they did read it and you gave them fair warning, and they crossed that path,
then
well,
what?
that's on them. Because you know why? Because there was something where they did not belong. Right? That
It's
would be
already
the
well
case.
established that they're at a spot that they're not
That would be
belonging.
the case. I mean, so if you don't belong there, you got no just cause in the case. Like, you got to have a witness. You got to have somebody that says, "Oh, I've been harmed or damaged." If you ain't got none of that, it doesn't stand. That's not. There's no criminal anything. Zero criminal. There's not a victim. There's got to be a victim to be criminal. Other than that, it's a statute. They don't stand.
And you know, as Americans, you have to understand one thing: you haven't been attacked for a long time. You know, you have ever been in not in war. You know, it's
What are we talking about? What the fuck did that have to do with any goddamn thing that we were talking about? Now we got people busting in your house and shit or something for some reason. What the fuck?
no, but you know, we got like countries that have been in war like their whole life, like in like forever. You know. You gotta
Okay.
understand
Well,
this.
we're
Like America. Since when was your last war? It was in your you fought against yourself, right? Right. That
no.
was
What
the
you
last war
talking
you
about?
fought.
The last one we was in, it was fucking Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, but not you. Okay, yeah, but you were not attacked. You know.
We
You
weren't
don't know
attacked.
how it is how to
We've
be
never
attacked.
been attacked. The only time that the United States has ever really been attacked was when Lincoln sent troops into a sovereign state to
Exactly.
fucking seize a rail line.
That's what I mean. You know, you don't know how it is when foreign people come to you and take you your freedom. You know, you don't know. We
Yeah,
know. We got this 2
you know,
times.
look, Pearl
2 World
Harbor,
Wars.
Hawaii
You know,
was not a
okay,
state.
I take it.
Hold
I
on,
take it.
listen to
Okay,
me.
we don't.
Stop for a minute. Thomas, Pearl Harbor was not that was not the United States. It was, we had moved our fleet out there to antagonize the fucking Japanese. So that wasn't America getting attacked, and it was thousands of miles away from the fucking mainland of America. 9/11 was done here. It was an inside job. It was not an attack on the United States. It was an attack by the United States to get us into endless war in the Middle East. Come on, y'all.
That's what I mean.
These things. No, and Michael, the United States has only had a combined 13 years of peace that we weren't
and God
acting in aggression
God
towards
bless
somebody
the
else.
world.
That's just like, a couple of months here, a few weeks there, maybe a couple more months over here, and you put those all together, and in our 250 years as a country, we can only get together 13 years altogether of times that we weren't at war with somebody.
Yeah, not.
I mean, our national anthem's about fucking war, for Christ's sake. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's about a piece of cloth and
What I
war.
wanted to say is that your country was never attacked, you know, from a foreign country directly. And
Well, kind of. If you want to,
that's what I want to say, you know. But
unless
if
you want to
ask,
count 1812.
but if you ask, you know, like a Muslim guy, you know, he will say, of course, my family was always attacked, you know, because we were always in war.
Yeah.
You know, that's different. You know, you cannot tell these people, okay, so how you want to be in peace, because they don't know peace.
Well, no, it's a rich man's game. There's a lot of money to be made at war. You understand? All you got to do is promise these people little shiny bits of metal with ribbon and shit, and they'll go throw themselves in front of a fucking cannon for God, country and shit. Meanwhile, the bankers are rolling in dough.
And so that's what I mean. You know, if you live in peace, you can build up a society. You know, if you don't live in peace, you cannot build up a society because
well, no, they don't want to build up. They just want a slave class.
Because what you want to do if your grandfather is got shot down, if your father is getting shot down, if your I don't know, mother cannot. I don't know. It's crazy.
Rachel, I don't know. I haven't seen Janusz. I haven't seen Janusz in quite some time. I don't know where he's at.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him.
And that's what we have. What we have to do is get the people to get together again. I know we don't like each other, of course not, because we have been in
well, this is the problem, man. You can't make all people act in a uniform manner. All right. As soon as you start trying to control what people do and what they say and how they talk and how they dress and all that shit, then fuck all that. You know, just try. People, if you try to make everyone happy, someone is not going to like it. That's just the rule. That's how it goes.
But it's easy to say something about another if you are not in their shoes, you know, in their moccasins. If you didn't,
that's why everybody needs to worry about themselves. Care about others, but worry about yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Of course.
Care about others, but worry about yourself.
Donnie loves America, but he loves them biceps more.
This is funny as hell.
Donnie loves America, but he loves them biceps more. Hey! Graduation season, caps flying in the air. Donnie hit the stage, but he wasn't really there. Saw a cadet named Thomas, perfect score, ripped and lean. Orange man said, come up here, let me check the scene. Whoa, wow, look at this guy, look at these arms. Touching on the shoulders like he's casting charms. Hit him on the shoulder, man, hit a rock, bro. This ain't motivation, this is straight up shock. You're a handsome devil, boy, you're looking good. Rip off the jacket, show the neighborhood. Graduate sitting there like, what the hell? Donnie in his feelings under some kind of spell, he said, I consider all these guys with big muscles beautiful to me. It's not my thing, bro, clearly it be. He's so strong, he has those muscles and he groaned. I ran watching this like, yo, this man is grown. Donnie, why you gay? Why you gay? Checking out the muscles every single day. Why you gay, Donnie? Why you gay? I ran watching clothes. What you trying to say? Now let's talk about family. Let's talk about love. Donnie Jr. getting married, but Pops ain't show up. Third fiance, third time's the charm. But Donnie said, I'm busy. Got Iran on my arm. I like to go, but the timing ain't right. I got a thing called Iran and other things tonight. Yo, we started a war just to skip the wedding. Iran pouring chai like, bro, who you fooling? Little Pete saluting, ready for the war. Marco making calls, opening every door. But Donnie don't care about his own blood. He'd rather flex on cadets and start up a flood. Don Jr. like, Pops, my special day. Donnie like, sorry son, I got biceps to survey. If I miss this wedding, I'll just catch the next. I ran sipping chai, sending Donnie a text. Donnie, why you gay? Why you gay? Checking out the muscles every single day. Why you gay, Donnie? Why you gay? I ran watching clothes. What you trying to say? Yeah. Now the plot thickens, 1.8 billion on the table. Trump administration cooking up a fable. Slush fun for the boys who stormed the Capitol door. Proud boys QAnon, they want more and more. Enrique Tarrio first in line with his handout. My pillow Mike screaming, what's this all about? George Santos claiming he deserves a piece. Rod Blagojevich like, finally some release. Lectin guy Brendan wants 30 million fatty ass chat GPT. Set him up a tier, imagine that. Rachel with the battering ram, grandma of 8. She's rolling dough at home, house arrest of fate. 3 years with 8 kids and 8 grandkids too. That's cruel and unusual. What you really do? Brought unauthorized muffins, bro. That's the crime. You must slush fund flowing corruption in its prime. QAnon shaman said, nah, that's blood money. Only voice of reason dressed up like a bunny. But then he sued the government for 40 trillion cold integrity. Nah, just trying to get that gold. DOJ memo said tens of millions could apply. That's 20 million people do the math. Don't lie. 1.8 billion divided. That's $90 a head. That's barely 2 bags of meth. That's what they said. When they find out it's 90, they can riot again. Infinite money glitch, the cycle never ends. Cabinet full of criminals, policies a joke. Little Pete got the Pentagon Marcos blowing smoke. Donnie, why you gay? Why you gay? Hey. Checking out the muscles every single day. Why you gay, Donnie? Why you gay? Iran's watching clothes. What you trying to say? Hold up. One more thing before we close the show. Oval office speech, belly button on the floor. 5 inches from his face, protruding on the screen. Beneath the dignity, most disgusting thing I've seen. Can you blur it out? Put on 19 sweaters. Donnie's priorities twisted. Iran's doing better. We sipping chai unbothered, watching y'all collapse. While Orange Man touching shoulders, Little Pete setting traps. Why you gay? Why you gay? Checking out the muscles every single day. Why you gay, Donnie? Why you gay? Iran's watching clothes. What you trying to say? Donnie, why you gay? Why you gay? Skip your son's wedding just to feel this way. Why you gay, Donnie? Why you gay? Iran's still standing. You just fade away. Yeah, that's the story. Orange Man, Little Pete, Marco, the whole crew. Iran just sipping chai, watching the circus. Donnie, why you gay though? Donnie, why you gay though?
I told you, man. He does that shit all the time. It's like so cringe. Like with that UFC fighter, he was like, "Oh, you're really a good-looking dude, man. Let me touch on you and shit." And I'm like, "Oh man, don't do that. You're so gay. Stop it." And then that graduation of the Coast Guard, and he's there, and he's like, "Oh, look at that guy's muscles, boy. I just thought to see his legs and shit." I'm like, "Good God, you faggot, shut up."
Must be a presidential thing because they all kind of do a little gay shit like that too.
I know, I'm married to men, man. I'm pretty sure of it. I mean, it's starting to look that way. You know, I'm looking at these chicks and, you know, these first ladies, and I'm like, that's a dude, man. Come on, man. You got all that power, all that fucking money, and that's the best you did right there? Come on, man. Even Melania, man, I have to wonder if she's even a chick.
It's getting questionable a little later in life.
I see more stuff out, man, memes and shit about Ivanka being Barron's mom.
Yeah.
It says, you know, when can we tell everybody? Well, after your grandpa daddy says it's okay.
Yeah.
Grandpa daddy.
I'm not going to say that's not the case, but you're going to have that, you know, you're going to have people saying everything about you. It's just, just the way people are on the internet.
There's shit in the, I mean, come on, man, that dude talking about his own daughter about it.
Well, I'm saying it's not, I'm not saying it's not the case. I'm just saying, you know,
I mean, it's bad that it could even be in the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
You know, much less that it's a realm of strong possibility. You know, because these people, man, people don't understand what these people are off camera. They really don't. And I can tell you what, right now, I can tell that Donald Trump is a real son of a bitch to be around when he's not on camera.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that.
You just gotta, if you don't agree with him, he's just gonna fucking lambaste you.
Yeah, it's as simple as that with him. He's cut and dry. You got to agree with everything he says. You're an idiot or you're stupid. And if you agree with him, then by God, you're the smartest person in the world.
Look at how these people look when they're asked a question. They clearly don't believe the answer that they're about to give, but they have to toe the line. You can see how uncomfortable they are having to repeat it. But I mean, like, even up to, this is why he's surrounded by yes men. He is surrounded by all yes men. That's all that ends up remaining, you see.
Either yes men or people using them to try and advance their careers, but same difference.
Yeah. They're going to agree with whatever he fucking says. He'll go out there and say, hey, we should, you know, Robert Kennedy even, you should go out there and tell people that they should eat diarrhea and stuff. And he'd come up, hey, you should eat some diarrhea. Oh.
It's just like amazing.
Well, like Marco was wearing those fucking ridiculously huge shoes. You know,
it's a humiliation ritual.
Yeah. I don't dare tell him he was wrong at guessing my shoe size.
That's why we are different than others, you know. That's why we are thinking in another way than other people are doing, you know. That's why we are flat earthers.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
we're noticers.
It's a different kind of thinking, you know. It's a, you know, we don't need this shit anymore.
Yeah, you cut through the crap.
Who's Ben Carson?
It's nice to see people.
I feel like I've heard the name, but I can't.
I have too.
Ben Carson. It'll come to me in a minute.
I keep thinking Ben Cartwright, and I'm like, because I've been watching Bonanza, and I'm like, no, it's not Lauren Green. Stop. Oh, Mr. Cartwright, the little hop sing. You ever watch that show?
What are you talking about?
Bonanza.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
Little
I was
dude.
still trying to think of Ben Carson. There's like so many different things going on.
Oh wait, he's the black dude. He's the black dude that's a doctor or some shit. Remember, he was going to run for president a while back.
Yeah.
Ben. Oh yeah, Dr. Ben. He was in Trump's first staff. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
Holy man, you're like jumping all jumping all over here. But yeah.
Mr. Demon, nice to see you.
What's going on, guys? Good to see you.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Was that the guy that did that 666 plan? Who was that guy that was running for the election? That was he ran pizza joints, didn't he? He had pizza places in the
You
South.
talking about Ben Carson now too?
No, it wasn't Ben Carson, some other guy.
Oh, okay. I was just. There's like three different conversations.
A long time ago, man. That was Tom Monahan, wasn't it?
I don't know. He ran a bunch of pizza joints down
Yeah,
south.
yeah,
somewhere.
Domino's.
Politician.
I don't know. Wait, check this out. This is pretty good. At least all the old people ain't bad.
Why are you against the war in Iran?
Why are we against the war in Iran?
Yeah, I just want to know.
There was no reason for the war in Iran. It was a war of choice, which by definition means you're killing people for no good reason. They were not attacking us. As a matter of fact, my parents lived through World War II. That generation found it really morally reprehensible that Japanese diplomats were in Washington, D.C. when Pearl Harbor was attacked. They felt that's really disgusting. We were stabbed in the back while they were talking to us. And now we did that to the Iranians. We were negotiating with them, and we attacked them while we were talking to them. We were acting like the fascist Japanese of the 40s.
Why are you against the war in Iran?
So basically, it was an unwarranted, illegal attack. I don't know why. Has anybody filed a suit like in the World Court? I wonder. I mean, the UN should at least condemn it.
Well, from my understanding, there's warrants for Netanyahu. And
He can't. There's a lot of places he can't go.
yeah, him and Trump too, because of the war crimes.
Well, I heard something about that's why he couldn't go to where his son was having the wedding at, because he's a felon or some shit. But still, I'm like, wait a second, he voted. How does a felon vote?
Mailed in at that.
Yeah, he committed voter fraud through the mail while condemning voter fraud through the mail.
Right. The ironies.
How come all of a sudden you're not hearing anything from the My Pillow guy?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I get phone calls from him all the time.
He wants you to get a new pillow.
I don't know, man. Maybe he found some crack. I don't know.
Michael,
Stop it now. Please stop it.
Did he ever settle his cases?
I don't know, man. I saw him get a subpoena right on camera, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
talking
was giving
about.
an interview, and somebody walked up and tried to serve him papers, and he
That's
wasn't.
probably why you haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's in jail. Some paternity suit from a prostitute.
Welcome back to Walter Reed, Mr. President. I see this is your 4th annual physical in 15 months. Oh, I said annual, not anal. You can pull up your pants. Anyways, I was reviewing your lab work, and unfortunately, things do not look good. Did I say not good? You know what I meant to say is things look absolutely fine. In fact, this is a perfect physical. Oh yes, much healthier than Obama, by far. All right, well, you take care, and I will see you next time, but probably not.
Perfect physical, huh?
Hey, somebody's got to pay for that for her to get those lip implants.
Right? No shit. Maybe she got those down in Mar-a-Lago.
I heard loose lips sink ships.
The guy I was talking about was Herman Cain.
Oh,
okay.
and he had that
He died.
999. Yeah, he had that 999 economic plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they he didn't put much thought to that. Then you
I
fall upside
want to
down.
say he died from the jab, I believe.
Yeah,
I think he was
probably.
one of the first. Well, whatever. I don't know what order, but one of the first to hear about passing from that.
I'm trying to say, really, he put that out and he got a perfect fucking exam results, like he's in perfect health, when that's
I doubt it.
clearly not fucking true.
No,
You know
why he
we're not
walks all
wanting-
careful.
Yeah, it's like we know there's shit wrong with you. We just want to know what the fuck is wrong with you.
He's
It's
so
not
paranoid
like-
about falling.
Yeah, well,
passed that conscious test with flying colors.
He's so
well, the fact
paranoid
that he
about
had to
falling.
take
Like,
one should-
oh, sorry.
the fact that he had to take not just one but 3 should be alarming, right? It's not an IQ test. He thinks it's an IQ test. They're trying to figure out, are you senile or are you just batshit fucking crazy? Or is it both? I mean, the shit that this guy, he's losing his censoring ability. That's why he's getting all drooly about these dudes when he sees their muscles and shit.
He's a handsome guy.
Jabba the Trump.
He starts getting all rapey.
Well, it's just kind of like what was that song, the recent Rob Zombie song? Sometimes when you're out there on the road, things get batshit crazy, batshit crazy, batshit crazy. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What is this picture completely? Okay, yeah. Check this out.
I'm going to show you a picture that completely undoes one of the main narratives that Donald Trump has been trying to sell you. I want you to take a screenshot of it and share it with any MAGA that tries to tell you that we need a ballroom. Lately, it seems that Donald Trump has only been able to use the presidency for 3 things: grifting, taking dementia tests, and talking about his ballroom. Trump's ballroom, which is being paid for completely by private donors, but also costing American taxpayers over $1 billion, kind of in a Schrodinger's construction bill type situation, is something that Donald Trump says that we need for security. In fact, after the incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, a completely organic and non-grifting group of MAGA all tweeted at exactly the same moment that this is the reason we need a ballroom, for security. Totally cool and super normal. But the picture I'm about to show you undoes all of that. By the way, my name's Jay Black. I'm a comedian. I do 2 videos about news and politics every single day. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. See, President Paperskin wants to celebrate his 80th birthday with a backyard wrestling match at the White House. And these are some of the pictures that the White House proudly posted, imagining what this UFC fight will look like. Take a good look at it. 5,000 people outside watching shirtless men grapple. And somehow, this doesn't require a $1.4 billion ballroom, but a dinner party does? See, if you can protect the president at an outdoor UFC match, you don't need a ballroom to protect him when he has dinner. We don't need a ballroom, and every single reason that Eric's dad has given as to why we do is completely undone by this UFC match. That's the question we should all be asking, and well, maybe MAGA has an answer for it. Why are we spending $1.4 billion of money he said we would never have to spend to build a ballroom that nobody wants and we clearly don't need?
Brings up a good point. I mean, you're going to be there. That's for your big birthday and everything like that. Outside. You don't need a ballroom, obviously.
Well, as Bruce Buffer says, soft, let's get ready to rumble. Yeah.
That's his brother, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, Vince McMahon.
Michael Buffer. But anyway,
didn't he make his widow the Department of Education secretary?
Oh, McMahon, yeah. Is that?
Yeah.
I thought they were closing that up. Didn't they finally put the kibosh on that?
On the Department of Education?
I think so. They talked about it. I'm pretty sure they shut it down.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I think so.
They might have talked about it, but I don't know if they ever did.
I
I
think they
couldn't
actually
see.
did.
I couldn't see any harm in it.
I'm pretty sure they did. Let me look.
I think they should get rid of public education to begin with. It's fucking retarded. Indoctrination centers, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. Crazy shit. Nobody wants to hear. Oh, here's another one. Oh, this is fucking crazy.
They didn't get rid of it altogether, but it says they significantly downsized it.
They probably needed it. It was probably a huge bureaucracy. Probably still
like
is.
all the rest.
Yeah.
Your brother gets out of prison, I'm giving him this room since he can't keep it clean.
You shut up. This is my room. This is where I jack off at.
This is where you jack off at?
Yeah.
Ew.
So he is going every time to I'm not.
I told him, he says, if you don't start picking up your room, I'm going to give you, when your brother gets out of prison, I'm going to give him your room. He says, no, you can't. This is where I jack off at.
Well,
that came out of left field.
God damn, look at this.
All
Look at this.
retarded street gang.
Man. Look at that monstrosity, man.
What is that?
To put that into perspective now, right? Look at what they need three cranes to put this little freaking half a well, I don't even, yeah, like a semi-sphere up over this the octagon or whatever that is about to be there. But they need three cranes to do this, right? But they build all these buildings with none of this equipment right here. They build all these cathedrals and they build all these old world buildings, you know, with chisels and donkeys and everything else. And these guys can barely put 4 freaking arches up, half arches at that.
Yeah, levers and levers, man, do a lot.
They probably had to put those in, together in sections too.
Right.
Yeah. Just to get them in there.
From the looks of it, like 4 arches connected at the top.
You can almost see where they're sectioned at.
Hey guys, gotta go.
All right, man.
Thank you for everything. Right? We'll
on.
see us. Okay.
All right.
Take care,
Take it easy.
my friends. Love you all. Love you all. Take care.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
See
Have
ya.
a good evening.
Yeah, it's for the UFC fights,
but
Fox
here it's the morning,
Or morning.
So I have to go. Yeah, I have to go working. See
All
ya.
right, man. Take it easy, brother.
See you, my friends. I love you.
Right on, brother. Which one did I have up here? Oh, I forget. I'll have to look later. Anyway. Oh, I know how to tell. Huh. Get down here a little bit.
Hell, for that matter, they put the whole everything, practically all those buildings in the National Mall, including the White House, up with donkeys and chisels, according to them.
I know, right?
But it takes them 4 cranes to put a
that's what I'm saying.
Couple posts.
Pretty bad. Oh my God, where am I?
Hard to believe.
Where am I?
You ever seen the helicopter lift up the AC unit on top of a building? It's something else. Yeah.
Yeah, they use those sky. They call it a sky crane.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about helicopters.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's called
right.
a sky
Yeah,
crane.
exactly.
It's called a sky
Right.
crane.
It's something else to see it happen, man. I've saw it a couple times, and it's a very interesting thing because they hover in place. It's like, man, and you think about it, if something was moving underneath it, just like anything else, you'd have to constantly, maneuver the sky crane to compensate for the twist. But that never happens.
So
nope.
It's a phenomenal thing once you see it happening.
Yeah, I've seen it before. I watched them put the air conditioning units on a new section of factory they put in at the at a GM plant, putting in the air units and shit up there. I've seen them flying over with this big fucking box, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And so I followed where it went to, and I got there, and there was a couple of them there putting these fucking boxes on the top of a factory. It's pretty crazy.
I never had
Oh my
to
gosh, guys,
adjust
the
for
Muslims are taking over.
Coriolis.
No, never once.
Oh my gosh, guys, the Muslims are taking over. They're invading Texas. They're going to invade our culture. And oh my gosh, I got a question for you, though, real quick. Was it a Muslim man that made your house so expensive that you don't even likely own one? Oh no, that wasn't a Muslim man. That was Jewish bankers that did that. Was it a Muslim man that founded Tinder or Grindr, the gay hookup website? Or is there any Muslim men that have started any sex shops with their own daughter? No. Or how about became CEO of OnlyFans, sexualizing your daughters and children and turning everybody into prostitutes and perverting our society? Oh no, that wasn't a Muslim man. Those were all Jewish men that created those. A Jewish rabbi owns a sex shop with his daughter. Could you imagine a pastor owning a sex shop? Or how about a Muslim leader owning some kind of sex store? Those were all Jews that created those systems and perverted your society. Was it a Muslim man that started the gay rights movement? Oh no, that was a Jewish person that was pushing the gay agenda onto your people.
The person that started the world's first gay rights organization and opened the world's first transgender surgery clinic. Jewish. The father of the gay rights movement and the person that got homosexuality removed from the official list of mental illnesses. Jewish. The woman known as the Mother of Pride that organized the world's first Pride March and invented Pride Week. Jewish. The guy that termed the word homophobia. Jewish.
Was it a Muslim man that founded the Federal Reserve, essentially enslaving you and the entire monetary system, imprisoning you? Oh no. No, that wasn't a Muslim. That was a Jew. A group of elite rich Jews that created the Federal Reserve, essentially making you into a slave with interest and all kinds of other systems. Was it a Muslim man that took the flesh from your penis? Oh no, that's a Jewish thing. And in Korea, they take the little boy's circumcised penis flesh and the Jews turn it into a beauty product.
What are you pushing into the skin? Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores. But what is it? It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract. It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
Tell open this what's on her face.
She knows.
She knows.
There were a couple protesters about it because they are cells from baby foreskin.
Oh, baby foreskin.
That makes it better.
Yeah, that's different. I thought it was some grown ass man.
Taking your flesh and turning it into beauty products. That's a Jewish thing. Taking your land. That's a Jewish thing. Taking your money. That's a Jewish thing. Everybody wants to say, oh no, but the Muslims are the one invading. They're the ones coming in. Yeah, they're coming in because their country looks like this. And I like to point out that those were Israeli snipers positioned on that mountain, looking through that destruction rubble for any children or any survivors that may have survived that blast and those bombings so that they could just shoot them in the head and kill them. That's what's going on. That's what's called a genocide. So where else are the Muslims supposed to go, especially when the Israelis are openly murdering them?
So what would you do to the Palestinians living here?
Here, like in the Old City, leave or we'll kill you. I think Islam is cancer.
Leave or we'll kill you, the woman said. Leave or we'll kill you. Where do they leave to, guys? Where are they leaving to? You gotta ask yourself, are the Muslims invading your country or are they escaping to the only place they see worthy of being safe? These are Muslim children disarming landmines in their own field, placed there by Israelis. That's not Muslim terrorist Hamas. Those are normal people trying to get food. That's Israel bombing the Muslims' survival camps.
Israel passed a law today, a new death penalty law that'll pretty much only apply to Palestinians.
They cheer with champagne and nooses, but yet it's anti-Semitism that's on the rise.
And you know who voted against it? A bunch of Republicans voted against shutting down our borders. But they weren't just normal Republicans. No. These Republicans were all bought and paid for by Israel or AIPAC. In fact, if you look into the politics of what's going on in France and in England, where they have all consecutively tried to shut their borders down, the politicians involved were all funded or paid for or connected to Israel. And that is why their borders stay open. Because Israel is bombing the crap out of these Muslim countries, and the Muslims have nowhere else to go. So Israel is funding to keep everybody else's country's borders open, to push them into other countries while Israel takes over and destroys the region. If you think we have a Muslim problem, I don't think you're seeing clearly. You're like a little puppet on a string, and they're getting the Christians to fight the Muslims, and neither of them are looking up at the master Jewish puppet hand that's playing you both. Of course, the Muslims, when they come into their country that they've just been stripped of, want to create their own microcosm environment just like home. They would rather be in their home if it was safe from Israel bombing and killing and destroying them.
Oh no, come on. You and your fucking Jesus could kiss my ass, okay? I only got spat on once because anti-Semitism is on the rise.
I need to live.
I was chained into a hospital bed for 3 days. If I wanted to use the bathroom, I would be chained.
Cigarette burns on a child because anti-Semitism is on the rise. Boat tours for genocide because anti-Semitism is on the rise. The world is dying around us while anti-Semitism is on the rise. And I wish the world would be free from anti-Semitism on the rise.
Is your spirit so dead that you don't recognize that these people don't have food, let alone weapons? These people are broken because their economy has been systematically destroyed by Israel. Their world has been systematically oppressed by Israel, and the United States supporting it. We do not have a Muslim problem. And if you think we do, you are clearly not looking hard enough at the hand that governs all of this, because it's a Jewish hand.
You know, that guy was like, was it Kevin Smith? Is that what his name is?
Oh, no.
Yes.
I don't know what his name is. It's not Kevin Smith, though. I know a guy named Kevin Smith. He might be.
He's a director. He was.
yeah, that's one too. But I know another guy.
There's probably a lot of Kevin Smith, actually.
There is. I was surprised how many people with the same name as me there is.
It's probably related to John Smith too.
So, oh man, I was watching this guy. This is gonna fuck you up. This is a caller on this guy's show. Listen to this. I was like, wait a minute, how is this even a fucking question? Listen to this.
Let's say you're right. I'll grant that you're right, and he's on the list and all the things, and you're right about all the accusations you've been making. Why is it wrong that he did those things?
Are you asking me why it's wrong to rape children?
Yeah, I need you to tell me why it is wrong in your eyes
to rape
to
children.
do that. Yes. Do you need me to repeat it? Can you not hear me? Do you have too many cocks in your ears, or what's up? Why is it wrong? Is that too hard of a question?
The guy literally asks, why is it wrong to rape children? What?
Should already friggin' know.
Wow.
Well,
it's happening. It's
you gotta
happening.
assume.
Why don't you actually answer the question?
It's actually happening.
No, because I asked the question. Why are you?
I didn't think this one would happen. You know, we see it often. They'll say that something's wrong, and then Trump will do it, and then they'll defend it. Did that with J6. Did that with the J6 pardons. Did that with the Medicaid cuts. Did that with the SNAP cuts. Just didn't think they'd do it with child rape.
Obfuscating. Let's just get to the fucking point, bro.
I just didn't think they'd do it with child rape. And now we're seriously at that point where Trump supporters are now saying that it's not wrong to rape children and asking why it is wrong to rape children.
How would you respond to that?
Who I can these TikTok context is bad, but like was somebody calling into this guy's show that was just talking, or was he calling into another show and he was responding to that? I didn't understand what was going on there.
Yeah, there was somebody calling into his show, the young guy. It was his show.
Well, then why didn't you respond to that guy? I would be like, what's wrong with you, you moron?
Well, I think he kind of did. He was in. So I mean, I was putting myself in his place, and I was thinking, how would you, if you was in that kid's place, and that guy came on here and said that, how would you respond?
Well, my response would be like, this is pretty obvious that you're obviously covering up for probably the same kind of crimes that you may have already committed before, and that's why you'd cover for somebody like that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's generally what comes to my mind when somebody does something like that. It's like,
I mean, it's like, wait a minute, but the question though, what would be your answer to him as to why it is wrong? I mean, everything has a why, everything has a reason. I mean, we know it's ingrained, it's inherent, you know, that you're not supposed to. We just know that. But how would you actually answer that question to him? I
besides
mean,
the morality of it, or
it's almost like flabbergasting that anyone would even have to ask. That's what's so astounding about it. And I think that's where this kid was at. He's like, wait a minute, I've never been in a position where anybody's had to ask why that's wrong. It's just like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Why is it wrong? That's where I'm at. It's like, well, I mean, what approach would you take if you were going to clearly answer the question though?
I'd be like, would you allow that to happen to one of your own children? Besides the morality of it, I mean,
right.
I mean, yeah,
It'd be morally.
You're taking away a child's innocence for another. They're just, I don't know. There's so many levels of it being wrong. It's kind of hard to fathom, actually.
It is. I mean, it's just like, it's just unfathomable that somebody would even have to ask that question. That's what got me. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding. Come on, man. Come on. That's just, wow.
I mean, you're stealing so much from the kid. I mean, outside the obvious. I mean, you're going to get dark about it. But like I said, their innocence, their childhood, you're going to give them traumatic memories for the rest of their life. They're probably not going to be able to trust certain people the rest of their life. I mean, you could go on for days, really.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was like, holy shit. I'd be like, wow, dude, I would have to tell him and say it's just astounding that anybody would have to ask that. I pray for your soul, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know, if you don't have any kind of where's your line? You know, that's what I'd be asking. I was like, where's your fucking line at, bro?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. This is pretty good though. You're gonna like this.
Operation Epic Fury is not an endless war.
You said it would be over soon. Are you thinking this week it will be over?
No,
You're talking
but soon.
about days?
I think so.
25.
26 days.
Day 30. Couple of days.
2 weeks, maybe.
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 5 weeks.
Could be 6, it could be 8, it could be 3.
12 hours.
What's the timeline on that? How long will that
Do you want me to give you the time and date?
It's moving along fast. We're way ahead of schedule. Did you know that, Mr. Speaker? I'm trying to save a lot of money by being ahead of schedule. We're way extremely substantially ahead of schedule.
We took a little excursion.
We had to take a little detour. Won't be long.
It will happen one way or another, the nice way or the hard way. It is going to happen.
Don't rush me.
How long should Americans be prepared for this war to go on?
Look, I think President Trump ultimately will dictate the timeline.
How long now do you think the war is likely to last?
I can't tell you that. I mean, I have my own idea, but what good does it do? In the first hour, it was over. We've already won in many ways.
The operation is over.
And we've won. Let me say it, we've won. But I think we're very close to making a deal.
Sir, could you foresee a deal in Iran this upcoming week?
I do see a deal. They want to make a deal more than I want to make a deal. But in a fairly short period of time, we'll be finished. I don't know how much longer they can go. And it's looking very good that we're going to make a deal with Iran. We're very close to making a deal. What's taking so long?
Can we wrap this war up this week?
Yeah, sure. Won't be long.
Still expect up to 6 weeks total.
I don't know. I never project that.
This is not Iraq. This is not endless.
How much longer this will take, obviously, because they are having...
You're such a disgrace. Did you know what I just said? Vietnam. How many years was Vietnam? We spent 19 years in Vietnam. We spent 12 years in Iraq. We spent 7 years in another place, 2 years in another one, 7 years in another one. We had another one for 14 years.
This is not going to be the sort of thing that lasts forever.
Many years, 10 years, 12 years. We were in all these different wars. Korea, 7 years. I won't even mention World War II. That's a big baby. Or in Iran, we're sort of pretty much winding that up.
The president said it's going to be a short-term operation, and I think that has proven out to be true.
Here we are, what, 80-something days later?
Yeah, if there was no war, they wouldn't have control, right? They got to start something for this to keep it that. And that's the sad part about it.
I have an extremely hard time wrapping my head around how the things we talk about this day and age compared to where we were. I mean, we've always had a certain level of interesting conversation throughout our lives, but it's like because of social media and because, like I was saying earlier, everything gets put out there for everyone to ingest, digest, however you want to take it. But it's just like there's so many random, weird, just like that thing you just brought up with the kid getting the call about that situation. It's like stuff like that I would have never dreamed of people openly talking about on a TV show or whatever it was, podcast or what have you.
Right.
It's just like there's so many things in it. The stuff that they put in your face that is obviously not true. We're just meant to like take it as if it is true. I don't even know how we're meant to take it actually, but
there's been this progression, and it's like I can't believe that we're talking about this too, especially in the context of the president of the United States. Okay. I can remember back when Carter was president, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he did an interview in Playboy magazine.
Yeah.
I remember that sauce.
That was unheard of. The president of the United States is going to be in a magazine that displays nude women. Oh my God. And what's worse, in the interview, he said that he had lusted in his heart.
Mm.
Okay. Because he's a Christian and all this, right? Oh my God. Everybody went crazy. There was a big kind of a scandal on there, right? And we were still going, we were still from the Watergate shit. It was still kind of fresh. They were still uncovering shit about that.
Everybody likes peanuts.
And and then his brother being a hillbilly that made beer and shit, it was
I think I got a couple of those Billy beers left in some containers somewhere.
Oh, wow. His sister baptized Larry Flint.
Jeez. But I mean, like, things used to be like you were just talking about how that was such a big thing, but stuff was so taboo, right? So you mentioned something like that, and everybody freaked out. And in comparison to now, today,
Right?
it's just like, what?
Well, then we skip up a few years. We had the Iran Contra thing, right?
Yeah.
And the cocaine thing with the CIA and all that shit, and it's getting progressively worse. It's
definitely progressed.
And we get a blowjob in the White House,
right?
The blue dress and all that bullshit, right?
Mm.
Now we progress up to now, and here it is, like all these fucking pedophiles and shit. And we're finding out all them motherfuckers before them were pedophiles too. What the fuck, man?
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah. She was a rabbi's daughter. Did you know that? Monica Lewinsky, and he was with connections to Mossad.
Yeah. The
honeypot
makes complete sense.
It was a honeypot operation.
Most of them are.
I mean, that girl didn't have no more interest in Bill Clinton than the man in the room. She was,
I don't think she was anything. I don't think she was an intern or any of that business.
No, she was
strictly right.
Yeah. But now, if you want to read an interesting book, there's a book called Limited Access by Gary Aldrich, I think is the guy's name. And he was an FBI agent that was part of a two-man operation at the White House from the FBI, that their job was to do background checks on any and all staff, right? And this dude said that the behavior going on, they were stalling about their temporary passes. They were stalling getting their permanent ones and providing their questionnaires for their background checks and shit like that. And it was like 2 years into the fucking administration, and people are still walking around with temporary badges and shit. And he said, man, these girls would be wearing skirts that were so goddamn short. If they bent over to pick something up, you could see, morning on the grass. It's just... Who's this? Johnny Pedrosa. What's up?
He's been on here before.
Okay. Kick ass.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, you forgot the 95 government shutdown before the blowjob, the BJ.
The which one?
The 1995 government shutdown, which Trump beat,
yeah.
a couple of days too,
Yeah, listen, it's just been one scandal after another. It always has been. Going back to my third cousin, Warren G. Harding, who was involved in a fucking scandal called the Teapot Dome scandal. Take a look at that one.
Teapot.
Yeah. Hey, so there's this cool thing called Surrounded that I found. I found some clips of it, but I'd like to see like a whole round of it, like uninterrupted. And thank you for that information, bro. This is pretty good. It's like there's all these people with a differing opinion, that their opinion, and they go up against this guy, and it's like whoever gets there first or some kind of shit like that. But after the time runs out, then another one has to try to take their seat and debate this guy. This is pretty interesting.
I think bombing Iran is absolutely in the American people's interest because they've been a problem for 47 years. And I think what Trump is doing is he realized an opportune time where their economy, like the real, means absolutely nothing. Their terror proxies are no longer a deterrent. Hezbollah and Hamas have been absolutely decimated since October 7th. And a desperate attempt, they murdered 30,000+ civilians in the streets, and their uranium, 30,000+. According to hospital records, 32,000. And 60% uranium enrichment. So I think Trump is looking right now and saying, we don't know what the next administration is going to do. We could have Democrats that might unfreeze their assets again, go back into the JCPOA, this is an opportune time where they're like the weakest they're going to be in the whole existence. So like we should end this now.
Yeah, I think it's, I want to talk about that. I just want to ask you, and I'm not trying to be personal in any way, but I do think it's an interesting phenomenon that for centuries, when countries wanted to go to war and people said, yeah, let's go to war, the big test was, are you willing to risk your own life in the war that you think is so important to defend your country's interests? You seem like a young guy to me. Have you ever thought about going and fighting in this war that you're cheering on?
I mean, I've thought about joining the military before. I don't know about this war specifically, but that's what makes them heroes. They put themselves in dangerous situations.
Yeah, I'm asking that because, as I said earlier, we are a country that constantly fights wars. It's extremely aberrational for other countries on the planet, including very powerful ones like China, as I said before, that has grown so significantly because they know that war is not a way that you pretend you protect your national interests, but you undermine them. But we are so eager. So it's so easy for us to say, oh yeah, go fight that war, go blow up these people.
We're a global superpower. Of course, we're dealing with
China's
stuff
a
all the
global
time.
superpower as well and doing infinitely better than the United States by so many metrics because of the, go ask Latin American and African countries with whom they're dealing more and who they prefer to deal with, China or the United States. And they will tell you that the United States is a bully country that runs the world through military force and China isn't. That's one of the problems that we have. But Iran has not attacked the United States, has no ability to attack the United States. A moral country only goes to war and blows up elementary schools if that country is actually attacking the United States. It's supposed to be a war of last resort. That is not the case here. We're blowing up their country. We're killing their people. We're threatening civilizational annihilation
Iran would,
because Iran is not a threat to the United States.
Death to America, death to Israel. 60% uranium enrichment. There's never been a country ever that for civilian uses with nuclear energy. Like
when the Iran deal was in place, to what level did Iran enrich uranium?
Want to know the thing about the Iran deal?
I asked that.
They kept it low. Want to know why? Because that had an expiration date. Meanwhile, they got to reap all the benefits, their unfrozen assets, and fund their proxies.
This other thing about unfrozen,
there's no limitations on
the United
terrorism.
States has the right to just go around stealing other people's assets. Like, hey,
if they're going to use it for terrorism,
Indonesia just sold, and the United States just decides that on their own.
We're in a higher moral ground than Iran. Why are we pretending they're the same thing?
Because I think that's very doubtful. I know people in the United States, some of them think that, but the rest of the world does not think this.
You're muted, Soph.
Sorry. Anyway, I thought those were really interesting. I'm trying to see where
You ever notice that?
thing is at. What?
Yeah, the propaganda is deep.
You ever notice that people that say that Iran is so bad have never talked to a single person from Iran or know anybody from Iran in their entire life? But shoot, there's something else I was gonna add to that. Oh,
Man,
What
friends of
about-
mine that was in the 80s, from the 80s, brother, that's from Iran. They told me, you know, that their people in charge are no different than our people in charge.
No, there's no
This
one
is from the
government
80s.
than the other. There's no government better than the other. The
It's
bottom
not-
line
yeah.
is this, though. We are not the world police. We are not in charge of what some other sovereign country does or doesn't do within the realm of unless they're, grave human rights atrocities, I guess. But there again, maybe that's extreme situations. It's not our job to spread democracy around the world. It's not our job to tell another country what they can and cannot have. We are the United States. President of the United States is the president of that corporation, not some other one. Can you imagine the president of IBM telling the president of Apple that they can't have something, and if they try, they're going to destroy their country, their company. They're going to enact violence on them if they try to come up with a certain kind of software.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? That's what the fuck? It's make your shit better, make it more, we don't have the right to do that. And this thing, well, they said death to America. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Until somebody does, look, you got the capability of taking care of that if and when the situation arises. If they go, oh, we got a nuke and we're going to fire at you, death to America, we'll probably blow it out of the sky and retaliate. Okay, big deal.
Mhm.
The only reason you did attack them is because they don't have nuclear weapons. If such a thing actually existed.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think Iran knows that they're not. I think the people in Iran is like, look, we don't even want one. I mean, even though Saddam Hussein used chemical weapons in the Iraq-Iran war against the Iranian soldiers and civilian population, the Iranians did not retaliate in kind in that respect because it goes against their fucking religion. It goes against their beliefs.
Yeah.
They know ultimately nobody gets out of here alive and you're going to have to answer to God. They fully realize that and embrace that for the most part, man. That's what those people are.
This isn't what I was going to add, but being that you said your friend from Iran, Carl, I would say that he probably wasn't a bad person to you. And to
No, sir.
Right, exactly. And to Sav's point, all governments are bad, but
Yeah.
the people of Iran, that's why I said that's
Right.
why I doubt that people here had talked to the people of Iran, because you'd probably get along with them. The government, that's another story, but
I'll guarantee you right now that more innocent civilians in Iran have been killed by U.S. strikes than IRGC.
most likely.
I would bet fuck everything I got on that right there. I guarantee you it totally outweighs it. It always does. Odds are in my favor anyway. That's who suffers. That's who suffers.
What's with the red flag thing? Oh, sorry.
Oh, the red flag thing? That's what this is.
I know. What's it mean though when they hold the flag?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm trying to find where the
and Cubby, that was in 1984.
Right.
All right. That's how long ago it was. So I'm just saying, brother. Yeah. The people there are not, they're just like us.
Right.
It's the people in charge where they go corrupt. So
that's pretty much most
we all
places,
know this. Yes, sir.
Yep. No, but as I was saying, I want to find out where I can see the whole fucking thing uninterrupted, and I'm not going to TikTok. They have a Substack or some shit like that. I might check and see if it's on there. Let's see what this is.
What's the name of the show?
It's called Surrounded.
Surrounded. Okay.
Good, Lee.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. So you're saying that Trump is more corrupt than Joe Biden? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying the Trump administration has a lot more corruption than the Biden administration has.
Okay, I'm guessing by what, the war or his kids or what?
I think we're focused primarily on financial corruption. I mean, you can talk about other kinds of corruption as well, but the concern about Hunter Biden and the money that he made off his father's influence, which I found extremely objectionable and still do, pales in comparison to the extreme fortune that the Trump kids and Jared Kushner are building off of Trump's power.
Okay, well, Trump is not corrupted at all. We're not in a war as well. Sorry, there's so many. I wanted to answer you on so many things, but you're not being specific about how it's Trump, his administration corrupted. What exactly? Because his kids aren't the administration. It's just Donald Trump. So how is...
Well, Hunter Biden wasn't the Biden administration, but it was just the president's
I don't care about Joe Biden. I want to go on. You're saying Trump. Okay, Trump administration. How is he more corrupt?
It's a comparison between the Biden administration. But
the most corrupt thing that Trump has done.
I'll tell you what there's a lot of things, but the main one is they created a company shortly before Trump's inauguration. That's a crypto company called World Financial Liberty.
No, that's not...
if you want me to explain, I can explain it, but you got to let me explain.
So you're saying that he's corrupt that in a way that
I'll
he can
explain.
Get in trouble, just like Hunter Biden got in trouble.
There's the World Financial Liberty, which is the crypto company that the UAE has invested hundreds of billions of dollars in, that has 49% ownership, that paid a huge amount of money to enrich President Trump. On top of that, he created this coin, the Trump coin, where any foreign influencers or foreign power can pour as much money as they want into Donald Trump's pocket, and have done so.
Are you aware that Trump? Are you aware that Trump never has took his presidential checks? Are you aware that he's given up all?
Yes, that's congrats.
Oh, that's just $400,500. That's it. Okay. Are you aware that he's given up all his everything he owns? The
Trump's
motels,
an
his hotels,
infinitely
everything.
richer man now than he was when he saw.
Are
the
you
presidency
jealous
in
of that, or like
2016.
because he's president? Is that jealousy or something? Are you jealous of that?
Is it jealousy? What the fuck? How did he get that? If he's giving up his own paycheck, like that's a big deal. Like the guy said, like $400,000 in comparison to the millions and millions. Look what he fucking raked in off the Trump phones, for Christ's sake, man. Come on.
That he knows what to do with his money and he
Were
knows
you,
how to
were
do
you,
it.
Did you, were you a critic of Joe
He
Biden?
is not
Were you a
corrupt.
critic of
He's
Joe
not even
Biden?
close to corrupt. And you know what? You want to know what you're doing right now? You're saying that I saw you corrected yourself. You said you were saying Trump to the other people, but now you're talking to me and you said Trump administration. So
No, the
Trump, no,
the formulation is the Trump administration has been significantly more corrupt than the Biden administration.
yes, but
That's
you
what
were
it's been
saying
from
Trump,
the start.
and then you were talking to them saying Trump, and now you're saying Trump administration.
I'm saying both. I explained to you how
Okay.
Donald Trump was corrupt.
Okay, so Trump is not the Trump is Trump. So you think he's in control of whatever happens on something else, or his
The company
kids
that
do?
received hundreds of billions of dollars from the UAE is Trump's
And that's
company.
all Trump's fault.
Trump's company. He created the company with Steve Witkoff, with Steve Witkoff's
Is that
kids.
Trump's fault? Yes or no?
Yes, of course it's Trump's fault. He was the
How?
one who created the company.
How is it?
Of course, he's created the country. He's just like, oh, I don't want to believe any of this.
I
don't
put the
believe it.
entire thing in back chat there.
Oh, did you? Where'd you find
Yeah.
it at?
On YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And then the top one's the whole thing, and then the two after that are two shorts. If you want to play them, it's up to you.
Let's see, how long is the whole thing?
Like an hour and a half or something.
Yeah, I'll just play some clips, but yeah, I got another one here. It says broad with glasses, crazy glasses.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's what D-Man calls them. I think that's what
I call them. The mental illness glasses.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, he's like, look, I found the corruption in the Biden thing just as bad, you know. But see, they're so indoctrinated into that cult, they don't see it. You can't see any of this. How the fuck is this guy made more money if he's not? Where's he making money at? How is he increasing his wealth if he's not making anything off being the president of the United States? Come on, man.
They're supposed to put it in a blind trust, right?
Right.
Their assets. Yeah, sure.
Here they are sitting in a circle.
Prior to October 7th, America First, it still means America First is having a strong ally in Israel. I find it very interesting, this disproportionate, selective outrage with this pseudo-Israel influence. AIPAC, 3.8 million compared to the billions of dollars from other foreign adversaries. You're talking about subservient. We have the Chamber of Commerce, we have Big Pharma, we have the Real Estate Association, all massively giving more funds to the lobbying world. The influence of Qatar alone, $1 billion on universities and media. Aren't you more concerned about that? Why do you never speak about the Qatari influence in America?
There's no comparing the influence of Qatar in the United States to Israel. And the proof of that is that we don't give $4 billion automatically a minimum every year to Qatar the way we do with Israel. This $3.8 billion that you said, much of which has to be spent at American arms manufacturers like Boeing and Raytheon, is like a gift certificate that the American public gives to Israel and says, here, go shopping for yourself at our arms dealers. There's no other country that gets that. We've given vastly more sums to Israel over the last several decades than any other country by far. We deploy our military for Israel. We don't do that for Qatar. President Trump has been imposing speech codes at universities to protect Israel and not for Qatar. People who demonstrate against Israel are being deported, not for Qatar.
Okay.
And that the amount of money itself, 3.8 is the minimum. That $3.8 billion is the minimum. We gave over $20 billion under President Biden in 2024 to Israel.
You're not being honest.
These are all facts.
Yes. No, they are facts, but you're not saying the whole story.
What else?
Israel is the only country that actually gives us a return on investment. That 3.8 billion, yes, 80% of it is invested right back into America, America jobs, American defense. And guess who tests out all of our military equipment? It's Israel, because they are in the front lines of our enemies. They are doing us a favor. We need Israel strategically, and we are grateful to have them as a strong ally.
The American people have turned against Israel because they're sick of having
No,
their
it's because of
resources.
propaganda that you're perpetuating on X. We didn't have an issue of this before October 7th.
If you look at American communities, they're falling apart. This was what
And
President Trump.
This is Israel lobby's fault?
It's not entirely the Israel lobby's fault, but we
YouTube took this down.
The
215. YouTube took this, struck this down.
No way.
Yeah, must have.
What'd they say? What'd they say?
I don't know. It's just the stream's unavailable.
Hang on, let me look in the. Wonder why.
There you go again. Another man trying to tell another man what he can't say.
Hang on, let me look in my.
The fuck. Everybody's got opinions. As long as you don't do harm, loss, or injury, it's okay.
It's probably because of the channel that you're playing the video.
They didn't give me an email yet or not about
It's still down.
Yeah, I'm waiting. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've just been telling people to wait.
Yeah, it might pop back on.
Tell them to go over to the Rumble channel.
All right. Or your backup? Or no, you ain't running on there, are you?
Yeah, I'm on Rumble right now, but it isn't on here. I didn't. Let's see, policy violation. What are they telling me?
Awesome Town said that he heard that streams get shut down when they play TikTok stuff.
Oh, really?
Surprised me.
Well, they didn't. They ain't sent me nothing.
Figures.
You know, let me go look at the dashboard real quick. Let's see.
I've been listening. I'm doing some work around the house.
The thing is that I see other people putting TikTok stuff up, and it all depends, I guess, what you play. Because some of it ain't shut down.
Yeah, it's
Let's here. We'll take this off. Let's see what happens if I take that off.
Why can't I have a share on your channel?
I don't know, man.
What the hell is going on? I can't even share your Rumble
Usually
channel.
they're Johnny on the spot with this fucking.
You will eat bugs and you will like it.
Eat the bugs and you will
shit.
like it. Oh, hang on. I'll give the fucking live stream.
Yeah, put that out. It's not letting me freaking share your link. Oh, here it is. Oh, no, that's not it.
Hang on, I got it.
I've been busy, so I ain't been in much. Sorry, guys. I might just sit and listen on the background.
Right.
I listened
like
for
you
the
got a
first.
cold or something.
I listened. Yeah, I mean, I'm still a little sick, but I listened for the first about hour and 10 minutes, and I was in and out for the last, just because I'm doing stuff around the house. I'm quitting now. It's friggin' coming up. It's 12:30. So my midnight friggin' busyness is gonna come to an end.
So let me see. We should be all right. We should. I took it down from
It's
sharing.
back on YouTube now, I guess.
Is it back?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're up. Good.
There it is. Anyway,
Good Lord.
Wonder what it was. They didn't send me an email. They never did send me an email. Usually they do.
They wouldn't let me share your channel on Rumble.
Hey,
How dare they ban Steinbergowitz?
Yeah, man. Fuckers.
Look, I had a moon video. They're showing the moon, and back when the Ovid days, the jibby jabber crap, man, they shut me down and said it was medical disinformation because of a moon video. I'm serious. It's crazy stuff.
Prison had severe daytime somnolence.
I found it. Stupid. Anyway,
we're back on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking crazy. Wonder what? See, they're a bunch of shitheads. They really are. There's some shitheads. TikTok strikes people that play them on YouTube. Fuck TikTok, Jew motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Down it goes. No, I'm just kidding.
No shit.
So I'll be in chat. I'll be lurking.
All right, D-Man. Thanks for coming up, brother.
In the meantime, I remembered what I was going to say earlier is that supposedly Hegseth came out and said that we've met our recruiting numbers for this year. It's like, yeah, you also raise the age and let people that smoke weed come in. So I'm sure that I doubt you hit those numbers, but that would sure add to it.
Right.
And I'm not against people smoking weed in the military. I'm just saying, like, where were you at?
Right. No shit, man. Here I was.
Listen, I do a lot of people. Sorry, Saul, but I do a lot of. I meet a lot of people, and as far as I know, nobody's joining the military around where I'm at.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I doubt it.
I don't think they met. They say we met our numbers. Well, they probably lowered the number.
It's just more propaganda. They're just trying to add enthusiasm to their base.
Nobody wanted to be in there. Fuck all that shit. This is crazy. This guy kind of slipped it out, man. This is fucked.
I do want to see this during this examination, a credible explanation for his visible health concerns. His bruising, which initially was described as due to vigorous handshaking, which is not credible. His severe edema in his ankles, which was described as chronic venous insufficiency, when just 3 months before, 1 year ago, his examination disclosed that he had no edema, which would then make it acute venous insufficiency, which is an entirely different thing. And finally, the president has severe daytime somnolence. He falls asleep very often. He's fallen asleep in the Oval Office on multiple occasions with people talking to him in the cabinet room, and was concerned yesterday that he might have fallen asleep at Arlington National Cemetery during Memorial Day observances. And chronic insomnia is a severe illness. It can result in an increase in risk of dementia, decrease in cognitive effects in older people. It's equivalent to about increasing your age by about 3.5 years. It increases your cardiac risk of having a heart attack or developing congestive heart failure. And it can produce a decline in your sort of mental functions, like it could increase depression, anxiety. So it's a real problem, and the president appears to struggle to stay awake during the day. And I'd like to hear what the White House has done to evaluate why the president has this increased daytime somnolence and what they're doing to improve that.
I'm surprised he's still alive. I am, man. I thought he'd have died by now.
Shit, buddy, has fallen asleep listening to you. That guy.
God,
Can you blame him? I mean, can you imagine having to sit through? I thought I would fall asleep and stuff in the military. I can only imagine. It ain't much different. Some of these things they do, these meetings and these freaking parades and whatnot. Hell yeah, you can put anybody to sleep with that shit. And he's 79 years old.
Oh, here's a good one. It's about that Carolyn Levitt. It's a video called Gold Digger. Her old man's like
60-ish.
Yeah, like my age.
Yeah, wow. She's starting to look like it.
Right. It's like we all state what we state, but we're not mortars over here.
No, I ain't saying she a gold digger.
But she ain't messing with no broke boys.
She went straight for the 60-year-old with the checkbook.
Gold digger.
Gold digger. 32-year gap, but the money get bigger.
Husband 60, she call him her king.
Machine gun lips, Trump said they go.
Gold digger.
White House press sec with the old man fling.
Fling. Gold digger.
Gold digger. Take 50 mil condoms, but the debt still stings.
Sting. Met him on the trail, she was 25, be 57, now she 20, 80, 60, family like.
What the hell?
Awkward Thanksgiving, it's your grandpa, babe, but the bank account say, girl, you made the right play. Softball scholarship, now she run the briefing room, talking down to reporters like they still in high school. Your mom to the press, that's a whole defense. Why the old rich dude pay the bills and the rent.
36K in campaign debt, she hid for years. Amended the filings when the White House did appear. Trump said those lips move like a machine gun. Creepy as hell, but she smiled and won.
Gold digger.
Gold digger.
Bullshit. bullshit Barbie, straight gold digger. 32 and 60, that's the power couple trigger.
Machine gun lips for the viral figure.
Gold digger.
Gold digger.
Pregnant press secretary still digging deeper. Gold digger.
Gold digger. Got a condom lie, but the facts get weaker.
First day on the job, she dropped the 50 mil bomb.
Condoms for Gaza.
Fact checker said, nah, calm down, it was Mozambique, but she ran with the fake. Doge cut the bullshit, she still took the bait. Youngest press, second history, ego on max. Arrogant as hell, but the resume is whack. Cause I'm left-wing hacks, fake news bias hacks. While she wear the cross and run the whole attack.
She got the Mar-a-Lago lips, fresh filler on the scene. Vanity Fair cut the puncture marks, now the internet mean. Unflattering photo, she tried to make it disappear. But the age gap and the debt still right.
Gold digger.
Gold digger.
She a gold digger.
32-year gap bigger than her career figure. Machine gun lips, but the truth don't shoot. Just keep digging, girl, that's the root.
Gold digger.
Gold digger.
Bullshit Barbie.
Gold digger.
Your mom.
Yeah, she a gold digger.
White House edition.
32 and 60 forever.
What did I tell you? I got the Tamara sent me a this year calendar for the 13 month.
I got mine today too.
Pretty cool. It starts right out. The first month is May.
April. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Dude, you can't tell me there ain't no 28-year-old. You imagine being 28-year-old and you're trying to chase after 60-year-olds. Get the hell out of here.
I know, right?
I don't care who you are.
That ought to tell you something, man.
Yeah.
That ought to tell you something.
And I'm not age discriminating. It's just nobody does that.
You ever watch?
I don't care if I'm age discriminating, so whatever.
Well, it's like that fucking Anna Nicole Smith thing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got married to that guy who was like 90 something years old.
To the crypt keeper.
Yeah, man. And here she was, and you know what? Bless his heart. He probably done that because his kids was shit to him or something. He says, you know what? Fuck you. Look at there. I'm going out with titties in my face and
right.
Fucking dying.
Ain't nothing on him.
Hell yeah. I mean, you could look at it that way. I don't think he was conned. He knew better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he was, well, to an extent, but he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He was like, I know that the only thing she's really attracted to is the wealth.
Right.
That's right. I'm going to use that to my advantage.
Right.
I'm motorboating that shit,
Yep.
Fuck you, kids. You're not getting nothing. Fuck you. That's funny as shit. Oh, this is great. You ever watch First Amendment Protection Agency? It's that kid who does the bicep thing.
Probably. I'm just not. I'm drawing a blank.
I think this is him. This guy gets so bent out of shape. Watch this shit.
So, film me some more. I'll run the over you.
What's up? What are you doing? What am I doing? Why are you filming my truck? Why do you think it only revolves around you? Huh? Why are you asking random strangers questions? Yeah. Because I'm out here stress testing our First Amendment right to the freedom of press in public. Now, if I told you it was because I was a Celtics fan, what difference would that have made for you?
I don't give a f- about what you think.
Yeah, neither do I.
So, film me some more. I'll run the f- over you.
Well, let's see if he's going to come back.
Oh no, this dude's looking for trouble.
You know,
There he is. We're just going to go back and get his license plate number really quick.
to me, gentlemen, this all looks staged.
Hey, you were close.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah? How long you got? How long you got? My cardio is better than yours, I guarantee you, buddy.
It won't take much for me to damn get a hold
Oh, too quick for you, huh? Come on. Come on, what you got?
that car coming behind you.
What you got? What you got? I'm right here, buddy. I'm right here. I'm right here. Tell me what? Tell me what? How you doing? So I am standing here on the corner of West Point Road, or West Point Boulevard. Sorry, I'm here at the Bank of America. I was just standing on the sidewalk, and I was just. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can I just get your name and badge number just before I stop the recording?
We have badge numbers, but it's Officer Gillespie. I'm Alpha 7, and then our star number is 435.
Star number. Okay, that's a new one for me. I have yet to hear that one before. But so, all right, I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to show Mr. Gillespie here what we got going on. So. All right, so now here's what we got going on here. So we actually, while I'm here talking to this police officer, this is the guy that came up and threatened to run me over with his truck, then went and he swung at me, hit my face, hit my camera as well. No, you didn't? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna show the video. So I'm glad that you pulled back up. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. At least we don't have to look for you now. That's good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna show the.
Oh.
And that's why you keep your hands to yourself. The video would have saw that. Just remember, man, you can go and educate yourself. I did tell you, invoke the Fifth Amendment. That probably wouldn't even happen. I'm not antagonizing. I'm just talking to him.
It's helping him, actually. If you would have kept your mouth
Did he tell
shut,
you
he probably
that, or
wouldn't
you
have
were
got
able to
arrested.
read minds? Oh. Well, too bad the law enforcement is here, not the feelings enforcement.
I guess I got going away.
Just enough to get a grilled cheese.
Yep. Grilled cheese. You got grilled cheese?
Nah, I was exaggerating there. They don't serve nothing that good in jail.
Shit, no, that'd be a treat.
Probably more like bread and cheese. They don't grill it.
That's about it. That's about it.
Again, Mr. Gillespie, thank you very much. Have a good one. Take it easy now.
Thanks for meeting our ticket
Again, I will
quota.
return to where I was standing. Take one more good look at this guy right before he leaves here.
You imagine that? Get that fucking pissed off. I mean, that's what I was talking about the other day. It's like these fucking people come up and they go, you know, are you filming? And the guy says, yeah. He says, well, I don't want to be on camera. And it's like, hey, dumbass, why the fuck did you walk up to the camera? You know?
Yeah.
If you suspected that, which you most likely did, then why did you walk right up to it and stick your face in it? I mean, good God, what a
Yeah, I've seen more people lately. I seen 2 today and 2 the day before that, or 1 the day before that, of people like using their cars as weapons to like get in arguments.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so one guy will cut one guy off and the other one will like swerve at him, and then the other guy will swerve at him. It's like, Jesus, guys, you're like, what are you trying to solve by doing that? Causing an accident for the rest of us? Like, you know, if you're gonna fight, get out of your car and fight, you know. But it's like these people, I don't know, man. It's chemtrails. I blame it all on chemtrails. I don't care.
It probably
Chemtrails,
is.
fluoride, social media, all the stupid frequency from the towers. You name it.
I'm trying to see if there's.
But yeah, these road rage incidents are, I mean, people have always had road rage, but it seems like lately, geez, it's like wild. So I just slow down. I just back up. I'm like, I'll see how this plays out. I'm gonna put myself in a safe distance if these two decide to cause a accident.
What is this? Hold on a second. Oh, that's old. It's from last year.
Because this one guy, so I was driving in front of this guy in a truck and this other guy in a car. And I think the one guy behind me originally got pissed off and like honked the horn because the guy didn't take off when the light turned green.
God,
It's
yeah.
like, oh Jesus, oh God, we stopped you from getting to where you need to be faster than any of us. But anyway,
I can understand that though, man. Motherfucker be sitting there playing on their phone and shit. It's like, motherfucker, get on over, you know, go. You know,
Yeah,
that
5 or
I
6
understand.
seconds is okay. You know, 5 or 6 seconds, but after that, it gets. You know, you get up
Yeah,
to 10
no,
seconds.
this guy
Yeah,
was
there's
like
an issue.
the minute the light turned green, he was honking the horn. It's like, dude, just chill out. We're gonna go, you know. But then he got up right up next to this guy, and you can see him. He's like swerving all over hell, yelling at this guy, and the other guy's yelling at him back. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, just get out and fight if you're gonna freaking fight. It's like, don't use your cars to do the work.
What?
Except for nobody really fist fights anymore nowadays.
No,
It's always
I would call you call it a car, vehicle, whatever. Call it my horse because it's got horsepower underneath it.
no. There you go.
It's
a horse.
Might get
your
me a
modern
horse
day
before
horse, man. Your modern day horse is your vehicle.
I might get a horse before long. I'm about sick of driving anymore.
No shit, right? So how did they become so rich? I don't know, man. Probably fucking stealing shit from everybody. Man, Bearsworth, you caught me right at the tail end, man. I was just getting ready to get off of here, man.
He's good at that.
How's it going,
Yeah.
guys? Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're all right, brother. You're all right.
Next time.
Yeah, man. Well, wait a second here. What do you think about this? I'm just gonna. You're gonna like this. What in the fucking uncle cousin is that?
Johnny Elbows, one and only. And the ladies, get a high five. Men, other kids out there, gotta give me $20 for a picture. If not, get the heck out of here.
You see that in the Appalachians all the time, don't you?
Johnny Elbows. No, I ain't seen nothing quite that bad. That right there is like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall type shit right there.
I've seen that guy before, actually. I'm pretty sure he's real. I've seen him in a few videos.
People want to take their picture with him, they said.
Yeah, there was one, I can't remember. It's nonsense. It's nothing to do. It's just that guy, like somebody's asking him where to eat in town or something, and he's showing him around the small little town he's from, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, even those videos you play on at the start, even those, man, I always skip through them because I can't even handle watching them. At this point, I'm just like, oh my God, how do you get there? Fuck.
Crazy times, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I don't understand what's going on anymore.
Yeah.
We're entering new territory.
Yeah, this is every day is new territory.
Hey guys, as people from the States, are you guys offended if I am like on? But I'm sure you guys are on my side too. But like I hope Iran like fucking bunches the States in the face with like whatever.
The whole world does.
We're definitely on that on here. At least we are.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to see any Americans harmed. And the best case scenario would be to cut your fucking losses and just get the fuck on out. You lost. Okay? And throwing more blood at it ain't going to make you win. This is an unwinnable situation. Stop. Okay? But like you're saying, Iran has shown the world what a paper tiger the United States actually is. And, and you know, the bully finally got his ass bloodied, man. He got his nose bloodied. And
we're not there yet. Like, it's not even.
Oh, it's not,
we're
because
still
of
gonna
the foolish pride. The foolish pride of the motherfucker running this thing ain't got sense enough to graciously bow out. You know, even if you got to use some kind of an excuse, like, I can't finish fighting you, I don't want to ruin my school clothes. You know, if you even had to go that fucking route. But
Man,
the
even
fact
if,
of the matter is, you're getting your
even-
ass handed to you.
even
And you know it.
if he just walked away and just said we won, and just said we won, and he just pulled everybody out, you know, Iran, and even they could do a back channel, be like, okay, just act like we won, and we'll fucking secede to everything.
Are you kidding? Iran hasn't missed a chance to fucking troll that motherfucker once.
I know, but man, like, there's so many off ramps for someone that's not a fucking psychopath. Like, fucking,
I think he's been trying to do that. The problem is that the donor class is not allowing him to do that.
No.
We all know who the donor class is, and you know, and until you get that under control, this whole thing ain't never going anywhere.
I'll give you a hint.
The repercussions are just costing us, you know, economically, lots of things, but economically the most at the moment. But yeah, it's
Did you guys
they've been expelled from like every fucking country that there ever has been, except here.
Yeah, man, that would be the only war I would actually go for, is to fucking like annihilate the Jews. That's the only war I would actually join.
I would say that right now, considering what's going on in the Middle East, the best case scenario would be either Iran decimates Israel or the United States side with Iran and destroy Israel.
Yeah.
They would be heroes. They would be heroes in the Middle East. They would be heroes.
Yeah. And it's so fucked how you have those friends that are these people that, through my cousins that are truthers, are like, it's like they've stuck their head in the sand. And even my one cousin is like, oh, if it's as bad as you say, then I might as well like kill myself or whatever. And so he just stuck his head in the sand, and he's like an always Trumper. I'm just like, how the fuck can you do that, man? Like,
I know. It's a cult sickness. They really have put their faith in a man, and so many of them have got in so hard. They know in their heart of hearts that they can't really support the guy, but they've blown their fucking trumpet so loud that they can't go back on what they've said.
No,
Now,
and both of them used to be just like us, like, and they watch all the same shit, and they like systematically like stop watching everyone who turned on Trump, and they're just like they can't take it. Like Jimmy Dore,
people
like,
didn't turn on Trump. People didn't turn on Trump.
No, they just watched what he did, and they were like,
Trump turned on them.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
Now, what I've even said before he even got in. Okay, so let's look at what happened. They put him in an election that was basically like setting up a boxing match between a paraplegic and Butterbean. Okay, so we already knew this motherfucker was going to win, right? We already knew that. That's a showdown, right? For what? It was like, you know, toughest kid at the fucking muscular dystrophy camp. Get out of here.
You know, a boxing match between Stephen Hawking's and what's the blind, deaf, dumb chick?
Well, see, so the thing is that they knew
Helen
he was
Keller.
going to be a shoe-in.
Helen
They
Keller.
knew he was going to be a shoe-in in the first
bo-
place. And what did I
box-
say? I said, as soon as that motherfucker gets in, he ain't going to be nothing about America. It's going to be all about fucking Israel. Boom. What happened? Exactly what I said, man. And people are down for it. This is what's, these people that believe that Israel is somehow some kind of a fucking ally to the United States. Are you kidding? They're one of the worst fucking infiltrators and security breaches that the Pentagon and our State Department has.
Imagine that a boxing match between Stephen Hawking and Helen Keller.
The thing is, they're completely eliminating whatever's left of the middle class. All you're going to have is a welfare state and the ruling class. The middle class is almost non-existent. And I think Brian Young put out a video the other day of a lady who she has some company where she has rich clients, like millionaire clients or whatever, and they're starting to look at their bills. Millionaires aren't millionaires anymore. They're more like middle class at this day and age. But it's like, you're going to have, that's what Trump's first presidency, there's the biggest transfer of wealth. I think this going into 2030 is finishing off the process where they clamp down on all our freedoms, put us under AI, governance, technocracy governance, and it's all said and done. That's all she wrote. There'll be there'll be a ruling class, and there'll be a welfare state, and that'll be it. And by welfare state, I mean UBI, CBDC, whatever credit score, all the stuff that's conspiracy.
Yeah, no, man. I even feel it in Canada, man. I don't think it's even related. Like we put in this in my like current where I live in my city. We put in this like fucking our $200 million fucking swimming pool. And my property taxes, we just got our property taxes today, and it went up by $1,000.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck? We did just today. So usually we pay like $1,600 a month or a year for our property taxes, and it came in for 2,000 like 700 and like $58.
Yeah.
And it's like,
They're
what
pricing everybody out of the game.
It's fucking insane.
Article 1, Section
BlackRock
14.
What's up?
I said Article 1, Section 14 of the Wisconsin Constitution, which they all stand on equal footing with all constitutions, that all lands allodial and supposedly all lands allodial and feudal tender is prohibited. Article 1, Section 14, original Constitution of Wisconsin.
Wow. Who is this guy? Wait a second. UFC champion Sean Strickland.
Yeah, he's kind of retarded, but I agree with some of the stuff he says occasionally.
What did he say?
He's retarded in a good way.
Yeah.
I think the white man's gonna do it. Although Stern has a little Jewish ring to it. I've never met too many Jews that are tough.
You did or didn't?
I don't. A lot of Jews that come into the gym, like, I love you guys, but
There's not a lot of Jewish fighters, are there?
yeah, I don't know why. They just like, I don't know, man. Maybe they're just so used to bombing kids, you know. It doesn't.
Yeah, they promote the cleavage, right?
He's
I
no,
wonder
he
if
has
he'll
no
be,
filter.
I didn't even notice. Yeah, a little wide. Flat Jackson. So yeah, he's probably not going to be at the UFC event at the White House.
No, I think he is actually.
Oh shit.
Did you hear what he said about that? Why he didn't want to fight at the UFC event?
No, what?
Because there's too many people on the Epstein list there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just heard that today too. Yeah. So
No, he has no filter, man. He'll say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Don Jr. just married the daughter of Epstein's personal banker. All in the family, right?
Hey, did you hear that Trump might have had a stroke today? or yesterday, or I think it might
Yeah,
have
I
been.
seen that. I seen that somewhere. Yes.
I just heard that like 3 hours ago. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He went for his thing today at the hospital, his third annual checkup.
But so they have a doctor's office inside of the White House.
I know.
So they're like
Well,
they don't.
he went to Walter Reed. That's right there in Washington.
Yeah, but you're not going to go to Walter Reed unless there's something serious happening. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, they were showing him being escorted, and then he was stumbling around, and you had two of his security detail right there helping him and grabbing his arms and shit. I seen that video. It was like yesterday or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The only thing that gives me hope in this world is Iran right now. I'm like, fuck Iran. I hope you fucking can tough this out, motherfuckers.
Well, that's the thing. It's here's one. Here's a Lego movie calling Benny Johnson out.
Another 60 days of this, and things are going to be, people ain't going to want to drive anywhere. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, man.
Look what this is called. Benny and the boys.
Okay.
Fucking Gable. Okay. All right, guys, listen, it's 3.5 hours. I'm going to get off here and call it a night. So I want to thank you guys for coming up tonight. Thank you all. Everybody out there in the audience that showed up. Good to see everybody. Hope you enjoyed. We had a good time. I had a good time. Hope you had a good time. If you didn't have a good time, we'll try and have a good time next time. So until then, folks, don't forget, Lord loves a working man. Don't never, ever, ever trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And it's better to shit in the sink than it is to sink in the shit. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind. Good night, everyone.